2288.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County School Athletics provide...
Get your popcorn ready because you're tuned in to another edition of WYO Today's live broadcast of your Riverton Wolverines football team, right here on YouTube and 93.9 KTAK, home of all Wolverine athletics. And now, here's your broadcast team for the 2023 Wolverines, Cody and Baylor Bears.
life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there. Get your popcorn ready, because you're tuned in to another edition of WYO Today's live broadcast of your Riverton Wolverines football team, right here on YouTube and 93.9 KTAK, home of all Wolverine athletics. And now, here's your broadcast team for the 2023 Wolverines, Cody and Baylor Bears.
Good evening from Douglas Bearcats Stadium. I'm Cody Beers, and joining off my left shoulder is the one and only Baylor Beers as we get ready to bring you some more high school football. It's Class 3A East Conference play tonight. The Douglas Bearcats, they come in 3-2 on the season. The Riverton Wolverines have played the state's toughest schedule. They come in at 2-4. Both teams 2-0 in East Conference play, and this is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. Hey, it's going to be an exciting game, Baylor. It's a beautiful night for football. A little bit chilly here in Douglas, but sunny blue sky, not a cloud anywhere.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night for football. Kind of the first chilly game. We'll be wearing the sweatshirt in the booth, I should say. It's going to be probably in the low 50s all night, dipping into the 40s. We do kind of have a brisk breeze blowing left to right from our vantage point. I believe that'd be out of the west. That'll keep it chilly. But, yeah, it is a beautiful night for football and a beautiful stadium looking off into the kind of the hills to the north.
This stadium is built right against the hills off I-25 in Converse County, and it's a boom town these days. A lot of oil and gas activity, still a lot of coal activity going on all around Douglas. The coal activity up to the north as Highway 59 winds its way toward Gillette, but this senior class for Douglas is 13 deep, and they're being recognized right now. It's senior night at Bearcats Stadium. They've got a blue track around this stadium, and they've got a brand new Bearcats scoreboard on the other side, about the same angle that you would look if you were at Wolverine Field in Riverton. Of course, people drive their cars in, they set up, they back in like we used to do at the movie theater back in the day, and they watch their teams either from the front seat or from the back end, and they've got lawn chairs, and it just makes for a interesting backdrop. They've got a bit of a bowl on the other side where the visiting fans sit, a long ways from the field, I might add, but the Douglas Cats baseball complex is over to the left. A lot of things have been going on here. They built a new press box last year. They got the new scoreboard this year. They have 2 Little League fields right behind us. Those infields are now turf, and that's kind of cool to see. They've got walking paths up here in the hills, and it's just it's a wonderful community that supports their young people big time. They've got a rec center. It was the first rec center built in Wyoming, and they take care of their kids, and I just can't say it enough. I've coached baseball here and been here broadcasting, and it's just a fun place to be. So, but tonight the Riverton Wolverines come in on a mission, and they want to end a tale of futility against the Bearcats. And Baylor, it goes back a ways.
Yeah, the coming in on 12 straight losses to the Douglas Bearcats. Kind of interesting looking at their series. This is the 43rd game in the series. Riverton actually holds a slight advantage, 21 wins and 20 losses, and there is one tie. But interestingly, in the first 25 games, Riverton was 20-4 against the Douglas Bearcats. Since then, we've only won one game, 1-16 in the last 17 games, including those 12 losses in a row. I believe our last win was in 2012.
It's been a while. Tonight the Wolverines, well, their work's cut out for them, but Douglas hasn't been as explosive on offense as they've been in past years. If you watch the film, you see them make a few mistakes, but the one common link they have is a long-time coaching staff led by Jay Rhodes, who's built an excellent program here at Douglas High School. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites. Hey, we'll go over statistics. We'll have the coach's interview of Mark Linhart. He's kind of coming back to his old stomping grounds. As he told me in the pregame show, or the pregame interview, Baylor, he coached Torrington a number of years here, and then the last two times he coached here, it was Torrington wins over Douglas. So he figured out the riddle that is Douglas football by the end, and those were good Torrington teams, don't get me wrong, but they figured out how to compete against the Bearcats on this field. Talked to Court McGuffey before the game. The last time he was here as a player, Riverton lost a play-in game to the playoffs, and he was a sophomore, but my brother-in-law and your uncle Baylor played in that game. He was the center for the Wolverines, and there was a two-point conversion that was good by Riverton, and literally the team is celebrating. All of a sudden this yellow flag comes flying out of the end zone. Incidentally, the coach for Douglas in that time was Gary Glenn, the former Riverton coach back in the late 80s. So these two programs link together a little bit, but Wolverines looking for a win tonight at Bearcats Stadium. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll continue this pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn & Suites after a break on KTAK.
Car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to the pregame show, brought to you by Hampton Sweets. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers here. And Baylor, we'll take a look at statistics for the Douglas Bearcats. They run similar offenses as Torrington, and as Riverton, and they run similar defenses on both sides. So it's going to be interesting as Jay Rhodes versus Mark Lenhart gets going tonight.
Yeah, so last week Douglas lost to Buffalo 3-13. And Douglas comes in with the 7th best overall offense in the 3A. In that game, passing, they were 10 of 20 for 100 yards and had 26 rushing attempts for 102 yards. They did not score a touchdown last week, which is odd for a Douglas Bearcats team. Their passing offense is the 6th best in the 3A, and the rushing offense is the 7th best in 3A. So right in the middle of the pack there. On defense, once again, they come in with the 7th best overall defense in the 3A. Passing, Buffalo was able to convert 9 of 12 passes for 106 yards, and Buffalo ran 47 times for 257 yards and a touchdown. For the Douglas Bearcats, passing, their 10th best defense in 3A, and rushing, 7th best defense in 3A. For Riverton comes into this game after winning back the Keeper of the Gold Trophy in Lander 50-21 last week. On offense, our offense, 5th best overall in 3A. Last week for passing, 19 of 24 for 253 yards and 3 touchdowns. Rushing, 36 attempts for 165 yards and 4 touchdowns. Passing offense is the 2nd best in 3A, and the rushing offense is the 8th best in 3A. For Riverton's defense, 11th best defense overall in the 3A. Last week, Lander was able to complete 12 passes on 16 attempts for 138 yards, and Lander also had 14 rushes for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. Our pass defense is the 9th best in 3A, and our rushing defense is the 10th best in 3A. And really, those numbers are inflated from last week for our defense because, if you remember, they had a long run of 64 yards. So minus that run, only gave up 24 yards rushing on 13 attempts.
Well, and the other part of that is that Riverton, first 4 games of the year, Powell, Star Valley, Cody, and Evanston, and you're not going to hold these teams down on that west side. So even Evanston has got a good offense. So game of the week, and we did talk to Mark Lenhart about it. We'll have his interview after a short break. But tonight, number 2 Star Valley at number 1 Cody. We'll be watching that one tonight as Star Valley beat Powell last week on a field goal in the final 6 seconds. So we'll take a break. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Welcome back to the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. There's a busy schedule around the state tonight. 4A game of the week is Campbell County, the number 3 team in the state, versus Natrona County. Hey, Baylor, go over the rest of those games and tell us where Fremont County teams are playing this week.
Yeah, so elsewhere in the 4A, Kelly Walsh is at number 1 Sheridan. Number 2 Cheyenne East is at Cheyenne Central tonight. Number 5 Thunder Basin is at Laramie. And then finally Cheyenne South is making the trek across the state to Rock Springs. All of those games are 6 p.m. kickoffs. Moving to 3A, we actually have a first quarter score. Number 2 Star Valley is up on number 1 Cody, 14-0 at this point. Evanston is at number 3 Powell tonight. Green River is at Jackson. Lander is at Rollins. And Worland is at number 4 Buffalo. That Buffalo game kicks off at 7 p.m., but the other ones kick off at 6 p.m. Elsewhere for the county teams, last night, number 3 Big Piney took down Shoshone 26-7. And then number 2 Wind River beat Grable 49-0 yesterday. Fun fact, first shutout of the Buffs by the Cougars since 2008 there. Elsewhere tonight in the county, in the region, first quarter score, Lyman is up on Thermopolis 8-0. And I believe that's it for county teams.
I believe DuBois plays tomorrow in Casper.
Indeed. DuBois is at Casper Christian. That is tomorrow at noon.
That game being played at Natrona County High School. So those are your matchups for the week, and we'll be watching that Star Valley Cody game and Campbell County and Natrona game tonight. That Natrona game being played at NCHS in Casper. So a lot of things to watch as we wind our way. Believe it or not, we're only 3 weeks away from the playoffs. And so a lot of things going on tonight, and Riverton's got everything to play for against the Douglas Bearcats tonight from Bearcats Stadium. We'll be right back with the pregame interview with Riverton coach Mark Lenhart on KTAK.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road. Look out for pedestrians. Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Riverton. Welcome back as we had a chance to catch up with Mark Lenhart. He was somewhat nostalgic, but he was also looking ahead. I forced him to do that when I said, what's it going to feel like to play Torrington next year in conference play, coaching from Riverton? And he's not that excited about it because he's got a lot of fond memories of coaching in Torrington. So here is Mark Lenhart, his weekly interview on the pregame show. All right, we're standing out here on this flat Douglas Bearcat turf, and Coach, you've been here a few times.
Yeah, it's been a while. The turf's new, and the weight room's new, and there's some newness. The track looks new, but yeah, we're excited to be back here and play, and hopefully be a little more competitive than we've been in recent years with these guys, and hopefully, we can find a way to maybe shock some people and win the ball game tonight.
This is always a first-class facility, and they've built a program here. Jay Rhodes has through time, and I know that that's why Riverton went out and coaxed Mark Lenhart to come to Riverton. We want to build a program.
Yeah, no doubt. I hope that ends up being that way. I know when I was in Torrington, this was always the standard that we were chasing, and early on it felt like we were never going to get there, and eventually we slowly did. And Coach Rhodes is a good friend of mine. I have a lot of respect for him and his staff, and just the fact that anyone coaches football as long as he has is commendable in this modern world, and the fact that he's had as much success as he has is commendable as well. And so it's no different this year. You look at them, they're well coached, they do a great job. I mean, in this last few weeks we've played a couple teams that struggle throwing the ball, and tonight we're going to play a team who can run and throw. So this is going to be a huge challenge for us defensively to see if we really have improved. They're big up front. They've got the Seeds kid is one of the best linemen in the state. He's huge. He's bigger than anybody we got on our roster by 25, 30 pounds. And I think it's just important that we don't get off to a slow start, because you get off to a slow start against these guys, it's tough to come back from. And so we've got to play better earlier in the game. And I like the way our team was this week. I felt like they were focused yet relaxed, and I think they're getting a little more confidence in the fact that they just can kind of go out and play when they feel like they're accomplishing some of their goals. It takes away some of that inner pressure.
I was watching a little bit of film of this Douglas team, and they like to spread the field a little bit and then run the ball with their quarterback, kind of some of the same type of things that we've seen you guys do this year.
Yeah, I think that there's no doubt that the Wren kid is probably their best runner, and with Derek, it's the same situation with us. And so, yeah, I mean, I think you add that component to it and their size, and they're running some good gap schemes, a lot of quarterback counter and some misdirection. So our linebackers are going to have to read their keys, and we're going to have to be disruptive up front because they're good enough out on the edge, and he throws it well enough that, it's similar to us, and so I think really it's going to be who plays better in the trenches tonight is going to be the team who comes out on top. And, that's kind of cliche, but I think that it's pretty even out on the perimeter, and we got to find a way to win inside.
Defensively, as they run the football, you don't want to give up any big plays. That's got to be a key tonight too.
Yeah, I think you got to make them try and march it. I mean, they've moved it on everybody, maybe with the exception of Powell, and even there they still had some quality drives that just didn't end in points. They've had some issues that are just like, fumbling a snap or things like that, and you can't count on them doing that because, a Coach Rhodes team isn't going to consistently make those mistakes, and so we have to be able to stop them and not count on that. But the longer you make them march it, the more plays they got to run, the higher those chances go up at the high school level of a holding call or something like that. So hopefully we can find a way to stay physical and stay in it and get after it.
How do you find a way to break a losing streak against a team? I mean, do kids know that when they come to Douglas, they're facing a Bearcats team that's dominated Riverton in recent years?
Yeah, I think you just got to try and tell them that every game is its own game and every year is its own year. Like whatever happened last year doesn't impact this season, and whatever happens next season doesn't really have anything to do with last season. So hopefully we can find a way to get that through to their heads, but that's tough when they're kids. They maybe don't see the big picture. I just think part of getting off to a fast start is going to be crucial.
You guys have a lot to play for at this point. I mean, I know a couple weeks ago you probably weren't thinking much about it, but you win tonight and it sets up a big matchup next week.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think that's why there is two seasons, right? There's your non-conference and there's your conference play, and hopefully we can find a way to get a win. But like I just kind of mentioned, like what happens this week has no bearing on next week, sure. Right? And so, yeah, I think that, Coach McGuffey and I were talking on the bus. It would just be awesome for our kids to feel like they got to play for something, and for the community to come out and watch a big football game. It's probably been a while since that's happened in Riverton. And, I think some of these positive changes are maybe happening a little faster than we thought, but that's good. We want these positive changes and keep going in the right direction. But it'll be a tough game tonight. These guys will be ready to go. And, I think they know and understand the impact of this game on their situation as well. Whoever wins this puts themselves in a much better position to host a home playoff game at minimum.
But big game tonight in 3A, and I know you get Riverton probably more than anybody else has played these two teams. But Cody and Star Valley, I mean, that's a game that everybody's kind of watching. At least the score tonight, you guys will be looking at your cell phones after the game.
Oh, yeah, you watch every week, but Coach McFadden and Coach Young have built such good programs, and they deserve to be the marquee game of the week because, I mean, they are the two best teams right now that I've seen, and Pal's right in there right with them. I mean, Pal's got really good players too, but I think the biggest thing is for us is just to keep focusing on getting better, and whatever happens on that side happens on that side, but I expect it'll be a very tight, close ball game.
And getting off topic again, but they announced this week that going to be conference opponents next year again with Torrington, so that'll be kind of fun, huh?
Yeah, it's something that when I found out about it, I was half excited, half not excited, just because, I really, really, really have a lot of respect for Coach Steinmetz and Coach Nikolai, and I had such a wonderful time there, and I never thought that this would happen. I kind of thought that their population was dropping enough that they would never come up, but now that they are, we're going to make the most of it, but it'll be mixed emotions for me and very bittersweet because I do have a lot of wonderful memories there.
Well, I kind of like the Torrington matchup because my dad was a Torrington legend back in the late 50s, and so it's always fun to go down to Goshen County. It kind of feels like you're on the other side of the moon down there.
Yeah, it does, man. It definitely feels like you're out in farm country. I like being out there a little more in the winter when I can hunt and the weather's a little nicer. So, but yeah, it'll be exciting, and yeah, interesting, to say the least.
How you guys health-wise, Coach?
Good. I think everybody's healthy and ready to go. Obviously, like we said, Jordan May's out for an extended period of time, but for the most part, we're healthy, and hopefully we can stay there. I take that back. Aiden Sanchez did not make the bus. He had to stay home. He was extremely sick this week, and so, look for some differences. And, he's kind of been our sixth lineman and starting an inside linebacker, so we're going to mix it up a little bit this week there.
All right, Coach, we'll talk to you after the game. Good luck.
Thanks a bunch, Cody. Appreciate it.
Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Thank you. All right, as we get the national anthem played, and we're getting ready for some football here. And it's Douglas and Riverton tonight in a big East 3A matchup. The Douglas Bearcats going to come out in their blue home uniforms, white letters, red helmets, and the Bearcat insignia on each side of their helmets. Of course, Riverton in their road white uniforms, the cardinal red numbers, and the black helmets as we get ready. The captains for Riverton, Derek DeVries, Ty Sheets. Let's see, 53 is Zarek Prosser and Nick McIntosh. And on the other side for Douglas, the captains, Trey Wren. The second captain is Archuleta, Carter Archuleta. He's the most prolific defensive player in the state. The big lineman, Tegan Seed, 6'1", 297-pound senior. And then number 4, Trenton Pearson, a 6'2", 170-pound senior. 13 seniors playing their final home game tonight in regular season play for Coach Jay Rhodes here at Bearcats Stadium in Douglas. We're getting ready for the coin flip out at midfield. And we'll take a quick break as we find out who wins the flip on KTAK.
To serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own, the Stock Dog.
Let's go, all Fremont County athletes. I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Welcome back. The pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. Here's Baylor Beers. As Riverton wins the flip, they'll receive. So you'll give Riverton offensive starters and Douglas defensive starters on this Friday night, October 6th at Bearcats Stadium in Douglas.
Indeed. So starting for Douglas on the defensive line, defensive end, number 79. He's a 6'1", 297-pound senior. Tegan Seeds, the other defensive end. 5'10", 218 sophomore, Devlin Cohen. At nose guard, a senior, 5'10", 213 pounds, Malaki Leknen. At one linebacker, a 6 foot, 175-pound senior, Brody Wagner. The other linebacker, a 5'9", 162-pound junior, Cash Tillard. Inside linebacker, number 42, Carter Archuleta. At the other inside linebacker, 6 foot, 191-pound sophomore, Brennan Sullivan. At safety, Ternan Peterson, a 6'2", 170-pound senior. At the other safety, Trey Wren, a 6 foot, 166-pound senior. And finally, at one corner, a 5'8", 153-pound senior, Nate Hallquist. And at the other corner, a 5'10", 148-pound sophomore, Jarrett Jones. Now moving to your Riverton starters on offense. At left tackle, a junior, 6'4", 215 pounds, Ryan Cox. At left guard, a senior, 5'10", 260 pounds, Xavier Garcia. At center, a 6'3", 255-pound senior, Nathan Mills. At right guard, he's a senior, 5'11", 260 pounds, Lyric Gordon. And then at right tackle, a 5'11", 205-pound junior, Tyree Harris-Aragon. At tight end, he's a senior, 5'9", 160 pounds, Branson Saltzgaver. At one wide receiver, a 5'11", 155-pound senior, Ty Sheets. At the other wide receiver, another senior, 5'11", 150 pounds, Nick McIntosh. And then in the slot, a sophomore, 5'10", 145 pounds, Clay Sheets. At running back, a 6'1", 185-pound sophomore, Blake Gattenbein. And finally, at quarterback, a senior, 6'2", 180 pounds, Derek DeVries.
All right, those are your starters for the Riverton Wolverines on offense. And the Douglas Bearcats. Bearcats will kick off from the west toward the east. And Riverton will receive from the east going west. They'll receive the kickoff with the sun in their face here at about 6:01 p.m. We're just a few minutes away from starting up. And Wolverines and Bearcats will come out. We need to do our Ranger keys to the game. And those keys, not sure where they're at, but the keys to tonight's game, from my perspective, is limit the big plays, Baylor. Riverton gave up a big play early. They've got to make Douglas earn every point they get tonight. And as Coach said, on a long drive, mistakes are made on the offense, and so tonight you got to limit those big plays.
Absolutely. I think for my key, just play turnover-free football and also limit the high momentum changing plays such as false starts, delay of games, etc. If you win that battle, most likely we'll come out with the W in this game.
All right, those are the Riverton Ranger keys to the game. Riverton Ranger being published on Wednesdays and Sundays, and we need that, there you go, the scoreboard up. As we get ready to roll here at Bearcats Stadium, the kicker is Trey Wren. He does a bit of everything on this team, and we're underway from Douglas. The kickoff going to go deep to Ty Sheets. He's over the 25, over the 30, and he'll be wrestled down. Good field position for the Wolverines at their own 32. So 1st and 10 for the Riverton Wolverines as we get started here on a Friday night. Big man for this Douglas Bearcats team, Tegan Seeds, and he plays left tackle, standing left tackle in this defense. Derek DeVries comes out, 3 receiver set, and now in motion, Talon Tolman. He'll get the pass left side to Ty Sheets. It goes nowhere, and Sheets going to go down after a short gain of 2 yards on the play. So 2nd and 8 for the Wolverines. Actually, they're going to say 2nd and 9. They moved it back a little bit. Just a quick hitter to see how many guys are pursuing this Wolverine offense. Of course, we're proud to be here on KTAK 93.9. Thought it was incomplete. No, it was complete. 2nd down and 9. DeVries in the gun. And he'll take off running on 2nd down. He's 5 yards. He's got a 1st down, and he's out to the races. Inside Douglas territory, all the way down at the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. That thing going to go for
25 yards.
25-yard run. So 1st down for the Wolverines. And I'm sure we're going to get a steady dose of senior Derek DeVries running the football for the Wolverines.
He truly is a playmaker. An exciting part of the offense for sure.
1st and 10 for Riverton at the Douglas 43. DeVries in the gun. No backs in the backfield. DeVries will take off running left again. He's got a 5, another 10-yard gain for the Wolverines. Move those sticks, the players say, and they will. 1st down and 10 at the 33-yard line of Douglas. So Riverton coming out and moving the ball here with a short screen pass and then 2 straight Derek DeVries runs here in the 1st quarter.
Douglas only runs a 3-man front, so definitely a powerful play on the outside there.
1st down and 10. DeVries under center. In motion, Nick McIntosh. He'll come back to the I-back. And then a fake inside. And Blake Gantenbein is going to gain about 8 yards on that little trap play. Or counter, whatever the coaches call it. All the way down to the 25, where it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Wolverines.
DeVries did a great job on the fake there, really sold the defense. Everyone bit towards the right side, chasing McIntosh.
10:08 to play 1st quarter, 2nd and 2 for Riverton. Tolman in the backfield with DeVries. DeVries will get another play from Coach Lenhart. DeVries going to run it right up the middle. He's going to get close to a 1st down. They're going to say, yes, it is a 1st down at the 22-yard line. So gain of 2 on the play for Derek DeVries and a 1st and 10 for Riverton.
I think it's safe to say that ankle's pretty well healed at this point.
And we like that. That ankle injured in game 1 of the season. And it's just been one of those things that Derek's dealt with the whole senior season. So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines, moving the ball on their first drive of the game. DeVries under center, Ty Sheets right. And we'll get another counter play, and it's going to get sniffed out by the Bearcats. That one, Ty Sheets. And it's going to lose about a yard on the play. So all runs except for 1 pass on this drive. And 2nd and 11 for Riverton at the 23 of Douglas. 8:51 and counting here at Bearcats Stadium. Wolverines come out, 3 receivers set. 1 running back behind Derek DeVries. Ty Sheets in motion to the left. Here's a fake pitch. And then a little screen to Ty Sheets. He's going to get gobbled up on the play by Carter Archuleta, number 1 defensive point scorer in Wyoming. Middle linebacker for Douglas. Doesn't fall for that little screen at all as he sniffed out Ty Sheets, and it'll be a loss of 1. So 3rd and 12 for the Wolverines. First 3rd down situation of the ball game. 8 minutes and counting here in the 1st quarter. Beautiful night for football in Converse County. We're at Bearcats Stadium. And 3rd and 12 now for Riverton. DeVries will drop to pass. He'll throw over the middle. Complete to Nick McIntosh right at the 10-yard line. 1st down, Riverton. Gain on the play of 14 yards. And a Wolverine 1st down. So Riverton continues its opening drive in impressive fashion.
That ball was on a rope.
It was well thrown for sure. And 1st and goal for Riverton at the 10.
I think that was a crucial pickup. The breeze kind of shifted across the field, so it would have made a hard field goal there for the Wolverines if they hadn't converted.
We're going to get a timeout called by Riverton. 7:07 to play in the first quarter. We'll go with it. This is Wolverine football driving down the field in Bearcats Stadium on a Friday on KTAK.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
I spend a lot of time. Welcome back. 7:07 to play, first quarter. Wolverines take a timeout. This drive started back at the 32. And since then, 58-yard drive so far for the Wolverines. So 1st and 10 at the 10 as the Riverton team breaks the huddle with Coach Mark Lenhart. DeVries in the gun will look toward the left and over at his coach. They'll reset the play. There's going to be a run by DeVries. He's going to cut inside the 4 and down to the about 3-yard line. So 7-yard gain for DeVries. Nothing fancy there. He just kind of made his way chasing the blocks, and it worked. 2nd down and 3 for a Riverton touchdown. Wolverines calling out this play. They've used nearly half of the first quarter on the opening drive, and boy, that's how you keep teams from scoring. Here's the big lineup in there for Riverton. Ryan Cox. DeVries going to follow him to the 1, where there will be a tackle on the play by Brennan Sullivan, 6 foot, 191-pound sophomore for Douglas. So that one gained a yard. 3rd and 2 for Riverton. You got to think Wolverines 4-down territory here if they don't make it. Inside 5:50 in the first quarter. DeVries in the gun. Heavy set. Tolman in motion. Derek gets the handoff. He's going to drive into the touchdown, Riverton. DeVries drove left, and he was basically untouched. Into the end zone, Riverton up 6-0 on the WildToday.com scoreboard. That drive took over 6 minutes. There's McIntosh. Hunter Saltzgaber. A 68-yard drive. We'll get the particulars from Baylor Bears here in a moment. Kick up by Saltzgaber is good. And it's Riverton 7, Douglas nothing on senior night at Bearcats Stadium in Converse County. We'll be back on KTAK.
Theme is that our roads are long and the towns are far apart. Most Wyomingites buckle their seatbelts, but still 20% do not.
Wyoming law dictates that every person in a vehicle must wear a seatbelt at all times. Seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of injury by 50% in all motor vehicle crashes.
I buckle up to secure my journey and to protect what matters most, my family. Our Yellowstone region is home to breathtaking beauty, but please, drive with caution and buckle your seatbelt, for you and your family's sake.
Remember, Wyoming, your safety is our priority. Please buckle up, not only for your safety, but it's the law.
Welcome back. That drive, 11 plays, officially 69 yards, capped off by a Derek DeVries 2-yard touchdown run. Hunter Saltzgaver with the PAT. Riverton leads it, 5:49 to play in the first quarter, 7-0. Impressive first drive by this Wolverine offense. Here's Saltzgaver to kick it off for Riverton. He'll kick it deep over the left side, received on the east end, and over the 25 and up near the 30 is going to be the return by Douglas's Jarrett Jones, a 5'10", 148-pound sophomore. And that's where Douglas will take over. So 7-0 Riverton. We did get an early score in from Cody tonight. It was Star Valley 14, the number 2 team in the state, and Cody 0 in the first quarter. Here's Trey Wren for the Douglas offense. They'll go a 3-receiver set. Carter Archuleta at fullback. And Wren going to come out, try to run it. And he's going to break a tackle and be taken down after a gain of 3. Riverton had him in the backfield. Derek DeVries finishes up that tackle. And it'll be 2nd and 7 for Douglas. Riverton had good penetration into the backfield of Douglas on that play. Second and 7 for the Bearcats. Ran under center. 3-receiver set. He'll hand off straight up the middle. Riverton will gang tackle and take down the Douglas runner. Led that time by Ryan Watson. Also Talon Tolman in on the play along with Zarek Prosser. So gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Douglas Bearcats. Three receivers set for Douglas. Wren in the shotgun with running backs on each side. Wren going to drop to pass. Riverton with good pressure. And Wren's going to get a first down and more. He'll be ran out at about the 48-yard line. And then we'll have a tackle out of bounds by Jackson Larson. And that'll be an additional 15 on the personal foul after the tackle play on Trey Rent. Officials sorted out. It's a good tackle, but it was out of bounds. It was about 3 yards out of bounds, as a matter of fact. So personal foul on Jackson Larson of Riverton. And that'll move it way downfield following that 10, 13-yard run by Trey Wren. So the penalties hurt. That one's a big one. It'll go all the way down to the Riverton 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. 13-yard run, 15-yard penalty, 28-yard play. Didn't mean to do that. 1st and 10 at the Riverton 38. Wren in the gun. He'll hand off right side. And a big hole. And coming clear from the other side and making the tackle for Riverton is going to be Caden Liebrecht. Liebrecht, the defensive end on this side of the field, makes the tackle. Second and a short one for Douglas. So back-to-back, 3 straight plays, gainers for Douglas, and a penalty matched in there. And now they're inside the 30. 2nd and 1 at the 28. There's Wren. He'll take the ball. Coming left. He'll get the edge and be ran out of bounds. And it'll be a Douglas first down. So Douglas moves the chains again. They're down to the 24-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. 1st and 10 for the Bearcats.
Wren showing so far that he's very athletic.
Yeah, good runner for this team. Where's number 10? Of course, blue uniforms, white numbers, and red helmets. Wren under center. 3 receivers set for Douglas. Handoff straight up the middle. Ryan Watson going to tackle on the play. The runner, Brody Wagner, 6 foot, 175-pound senior for the Bearcats. It'll be a gain of 4 after that Watson tackle.
Kind of an interesting formation. I formation, but no tight ends.
Okay. Yeah, well, they're spreading the field. They're trying to spread out Riverton's defense. Same thing that Lenhart tries to do with Riverton. 2nd and 6 for the Bearcats. Wren in the gun. He's got 2 running backs, Wagner and Archuleta, around him. 3 receivers set. Receiver in motion, going right to left. There's Wren. He'll take it out to Wagner. Wagner quickly inside near the 10, where he's going to be wrestled down after a big gain. That's going to go from the 19 to the 10, a gain of 9 yards for Brody Wagner. Group of Wolverines on that tackle. Like to see him make some adjustments. We've got, now they finally moved the chains off the field, and they restart the clock with 2:25. We'll let it count down here. 1st and 10 at the 10. It'll be 1st and goal for the Bearcats. Wren in the shotgun. He'll hand it off. Nope, he'll keep it. He'll be taken down at about the 7-yard line on the play. So gain of 3 on 1st down for the Bearcats. 2nd and 7. Riverton leading this one 7-0. A quick-moving first quarter. We're inside 1:45 to play in this one.
That'll happen when there's only been 8 plays in this drive. All of them have been runs.
Wren in the gun. 3 receivers set for the Bearcats. He'll roll right. Talon Tolman gets knocked down, but breaking up the pass on a hustle play was a great defensive play for Riverton. That'll go to Clay Sheets, the sophomore defensive back. He sprinted in there, knocked the ball down. Big play by Clay Sheets. 3rd and goal at the 7.
That was almost every high school football player's dream, a long pick 6 there. Had both hands on the ball.
One more step, he would have been gone. 1:24 to play in this first quarter. That was the first pass attempt by Douglas. Here's Wren. He'll try to pass it in the end zone. It's picked off! Nick McIntosh picks it off, and then he runs it out to the 7. But Riverton Wolverines with the huge turnover with 1:14 to play in the first. Wow.
That's a momentum shifter there. Long drive from the Douglas Bearcats, then we get the pick in the red zone. You love to see it.
Boy, McIntosh comes up big. That ball was right in his midsection, and he pulled it in. He probably should have just fell on the ground, but, man, he was excited. In the end zone, the interception at the 1:14 mark. Riverton football on the 6. 1st down and 10. Wolverines lead at 7-0.
Updated score out of Cody or Star Valley. I'm not sure where that game
Cody.
is. Out of Cody, Star Valley's up 28-7 over Cody.
Wow. That's a second quarter score. DeVries will drop to pass. He's over the middle. Nick and McIntosh pulls it in at the 24-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 18 yards on the play. 1st down, Riverton.
There's just something about that Derek DeVries, Nick McIntosh connection. Another big pickup.
Well, these Two receivers for Riverton, Ty Sheets, Nick McIntosh, now nearly 45 catches each on the season, and that's been impressive. Two seniors leading the way, along with their senior quarterback, Derek DeVries. DeVries going to drop to pass. First and 10 for Riverton. It's caught over on the left side. Blake Gantenbein at about the 28-yard line. It'll be a short gain of 3 on the play. Actually, 4 on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Wolverines. We're inside 30 seconds and counting here at Bearcats Stadium. Riverton already with 1 turnover. And they've got a 7-0 lead, and I don't know if they have to run another play.
Derek DeVries is standing over by the sideline, so I think they might run out the clock here.
Inside 7 seconds. And that's going to do it. 1 quarter in the books. Riverton 7, Douglas 0. Riverton football after the turnover. We'll be back with more Riverton football on KTAK. Second quarter coming up.
Facility in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room, and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County, with 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton. RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Welcome back. Another big run for Derek DeVries. It'll go as a gain of 17 yards, 16 yards on first down. So first and 10, Riverton now up over the 40-yard line as we start the second quarter play.
DeVries making a big impact so far. Of Riverton's 71 rushing yards, he has 64 of them.
Wolverines moving the ball, and we're going to get another timeout by Riverton. We'll let the clock wind down. What do we have for total yards each way, Baylor?
So Riverton has 107 yards and Douglas 48 yards.
And the interception thrown by Trey Wren, which restarted the Riverton drive here, and we'll take it. Hey, Riverton timeout. We'll be back after a break on KTAK.
Service Plumbing in Riverton serves all of Fremont County for both new construction and repairs. For a bid on your next plumbing project, bring your plans to Service Plumbing, 201 Webwood Road in Riverton. Service Plumbing, proud to support our Fremont County athletes. Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
First down and 10 for Riverton. And the handoff to the lineman, Tyrus Aragon. And that play didn't work, but Aragon must have been reported as a legal tight end. So second and 10 for the Wolverines. Riverton will make some substitutions on offense as DeVries comes over for the play. 7-0 Riverton here at Bearcats Stadium.
Yeah. Riverton doing a great job running a lot of clock off. That's how I've said it, previous weeks, and I'll say it again. That's how you beat these big teams, these teams that have been winning for a long time.
DeVries in the gun, 3 receivers right. He'll throw over the middle. It's going to be picked off. And that's not how you beat these big teams. Interception goes to Owen Meyer as DeVries just a bit behind the receiver on the play. Or it'll be now 1st and 10 for Douglas. 10:44 to play here. It'll be Douglas ball at the Riverton 48-yard line. So Riverton ends that drive, which started at the 6-yard line with a interception of their own.
Elsewhere in 4A, Powell's up on Evanston 14-0 in the first quarter.
3A.
Excuse me, 3A, yes. Jackson's up 3-0 over Green River. Rollins up 3-0 over Lander.
3 receivers set for Douglas. I formation. Wren will hand off to the deep back. He'll be taken down quickly after a gain of 2 on the play. That tackle by Talon Tolman.
That was Wagner on that carry, I believe.
It was Wagner. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 for Douglas. 10:21 and counting here in the second quarter. Wren in the shotgun. 2 running backs around him on his left side. 3 receivers. Riverton had that 4 down linemen. Here's Wagner again, and a good tackle again for the Wolverines. Tolman in on that one. Zarek Prosser, the second tackler for the Wolverines. 3rd and 5 for Douglas at the 43 of Riverton.
Before that DeVries interception, he was 5 of 5 on the night. So an unfortunate turn of events for the Riverton offense.
Just didn't lead his receiver quite enough, and Owen Meyer for Douglas came in and stole it away. Here's Wren, deep in the gun, 3 receivers right, 1 left, 1 in motion. Wren's going to throw it across the middle, wide open on the play was the receiver, Trenton Pearson. And boy, he would have scored 6. 4th and 5 on that incomplete pass. 9:20 to play here in the second. Looks like Douglas is going to line up to punt it away. And guess who's the punter? Trey Wren. Kicks, punts, quarterback, plays defensive back. He does everything for this Bearcats offense. Wren going to get the punt off. It's going to be a short punt. Nobody back for Riverton. And the ball's going to bounce dead on about the 16-yard line with 9:09 to play here in the second quarter. It'll be Riverton football. Defense holds. We'll be back with more on KTAK. 7-0 Wolverines over the Douglas Bearcats.
A pick-me-up? Lander Coffee Company serves delicious, fresh roasted coffee, tea, and other drinks. Come to think of it, why not start your day with their quick, healthy breakfasts? Like one of their famous acai bowls, or maybe a breakfast burrito. Just need a quick snack? They got you. Stop by, fuel up, and enjoy at 1255 Main Street in Lander at the Lander Coffee Company.
Welcome back. 1st down and 10 for Riverton. It's going to be a gain of nearly 10 for Derek DeVries on the quarterback sneak. And they move the chains at the 9:01 mark. So 1st and 10 for Riverton. Already DeVries up around 80 yards rushing in this first half.
74 to be exact. 9.3 average.
Boy, if you can run the football like that, you can wear down a home team on senior night. 1st and 10 for Riverton at their own 26. DeVries under center, 2 receivers right. He'll hand off straight up the middle, and a nice gain on 1st down for Blake Gantenbein. It'll go as a 6-yard gain. Nothing fancy, just right up the middle. So 2nd and 5 for Riverton at its own 32. 28-7 is the score in Cody tonight. Star Valley over the Cody Broncs. DeVries under center. And it's going to be a short run on the play. This one, Blake Gantenbein. Gain of about a yard on second down. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Wolverines. So DeVries over getting the call from Lenhart. He'll come back on the field. Jackson Larson entering the Riverton lineup. Sun setting here at Bearcats Stadium. And it's getting a little chilly out there. Temperature expected to drop into the high 40s tonight. DeVries in the gun. 3 receivers set for Riverton. DeVries will drop. He'll throw it back. And we're going to get a holding call, but off to the races is Gantenbein over midfield. And he'll be tackled, but I believe we're going to get a Riverton holding call way back at the 25-yard line. That one's going to hurt. 7:33 to play. We'll get it down there. That one hurt because that was a nice-looking play by the Riverton offense on that screen. So second big penalty on Riverton. One was a personal foul in the first quarter. This is a spot holding foul, and it takes it all the way back to the 23 of Riverton, where it'll be 3rd and 13. A makeable first down try. Riverton's got to go back out to get to the 36 for a first down. 3rd and 13. 4 receivers for Riverton, 1 in the backfield. DeVries looking over the middle, throws it long. Nick McIntosh pulls it in. He's off to the races. Inside the 30 and down to the 26 of Douglas. First down and 10, Riverton. What a big gain all the way from the 26 down to the 26 of Douglas on the play. That'll be 48-yard pass play on 3rd and 13 for Riverton. McIntosh nearly broke it, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at the 27. It'll go as a 47-yard pass play. So 1st and 10 for Riverton with 7:10 to play in the first half. Looks like a penalty on Douglas, maybe.
Sounded like a sideline interference warning.
Well, it's not
Douglas.
A warning. They just added 5 yards on a 5-yard penalty on Douglas.
I think Douglas got a little lucky there on that when Nick McIntosh was running there. Looked like maybe a little face mask action. We're a long ways from the field. Maybe I'm wrong, but could have been more there.
1st and 10 for Riverton. Wolverines in the gun. Derek DeVries going to run it. He'll go straight up the middle over the 25 down to about the 24-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play for Riverton. Wolverines just doing an outstanding job controlling the clock, staying on offense. That lone turnover is about the only blemish on their record.
Absolutely. Derek DeVries, 6 of 7 so far. Our rushing game averaging 6.4 yards a carry. That'll get it done.
4 receivers in the motion for Riverton. In the play, excuse me, they'll look over toward their coach, Blake Gantenbein in the backfield. Here's DeVries. He'll run it right, pitch it to Gantenbein, and Gantenbein will be wrestled down at about the 22-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 5 for Riverton.
Another big component to extending drives. Riverton 3 of 3 on 3rd down thus far. And they've had a couple long ones, 10-plus yards.
Oh, yeah. That last one, 13 yards, went for 47 yards. So 5 receivers for Riverton. Nobody in the backfield with DeVries. Derek looks toward his coach. And he'll get the snap. Right up the middle goes DeVries. He's inside the 15, almost to the sticks. We'll see if it's short. It's going to come up a yard short for Riverton. And now the Wolverines, they're going to go for it. This is 4-down territory if you want to win a championship. Lenhart. And they're going to run out some different linemen on the play, along with Talon Tolman. And this is your big spread. These are your bigs. Inside 5 minutes.
I think this play will resemble one that we've seen on Sundays usually from Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they're all big here. DeVries in the gun. In motion, Caden Liebrecht. DeVries, he's going to run left. And he's going to get the first down. He's inside the 15 all the way down to the 12. First down, Wolverines. Ryan Cox went down trying to work out a little bit of a kink in his knee there. First and goal for Riverton. And boy, you like to hear that in the second quarter. We've already said it twice in this game. First and goal at the 9.
We don't track time of possession because we're doing several things at once, but minus 5 minutes, Riverton's had the ball the rest of the game.
They have.
Which would be 15 minutes. Did some quick math there.
First and goal for Riverton. Big still in there. That big group. When you got a line of 240 pounds, why not? Run DeVries right behind him. He's down to the 5. That'll be a gain right at 4 yards. 2nd and 5 at the 4. Well, 2nd and 5 at the 5, excuse me.
2-yard gain.
2-yard gain, excuse me, on first down. Tolman, Jackson Larson back in the game. DeVries comes back to call his signs. 3:20. Douglas Bearcat Band coming on the field. It's senior night here in Douglas. DeVries in the gun. Wolverines move Ty Sheets over to the right. They're running the clock. DeVries going to come right. He's going to throw it across the middle. Tipped, incomplete. That play looked a little out of sorts from the beginning. So 3rd and 5. Boy, you never want a quarterback to throw back against their body, and that's what he did on that play, but there wasn't anybody there, at least in a blue jersey, so that was good. 7-0 Wolverines. We're going to get a timeout taken by Riverton. Big play in the first half. Wolverines lead 7-0, 2:55 to play before intermission.
Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best.
Welcome back. DeVries in the gun. 3rd and 5 from the 5. He'll come right. He'll throw in the end zone. Oh, and it's dropped. In Ty Sheets' hands, incomplete. That one hurt. So Hunter Saltzgaver going to come on to attempt the field goal for Riverton. in his hands. That would have been a Riverton touchdown. 2:51 to play. Saltzgaver will line up. It's going to be placed at about the 12-yard line. It'll be a 22-yard try for kick. Saltzgaver's kick up and good. 10-0 Riverton. Hunter Saltzgaver with the 22-yard field goal, and Riverton's lead grows here on KTAK. 2:33 to play first half. Riverton 10, Douglas 0.
Of Fremont and Hot Springs County Athletics.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Welcome back. 10-0 Riverton lead as Hunter Saltzgaver tees it up and prepares to kick it away. That was another good drive by Riverton, who's dominating the time of possession in this contest. And Saltzgaver's kick goes high, and it's fielded at about the 2-yard line by Brody Wagner. A big hit. Wolverines on the big hit. And that's going to go Ryan Watson, I believe. Nope, it's 68 with the tackle for Riverton. Daniel Clausen, 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. Another sophomore making a big contribution for this Wolverine team.
That was a huge tackle there. Gives Bearcats a long field and only 2:42 to put some points on the board in this half.
10-0 Wolverines here, and you can just feel the spring in the Wolverine steps out there on the field, and now's when you got to clamp down and stop Douglas. Here's Wren in the shotgun. 4 receiver set. In motion is Wagner. Pass right side complete to Archuleta. He's the big man, and he goes down the sidelines where he'll finally get knocked out of bounds. And, boy, you got to figure out how to get that ball in the hands of a guy like Carta Archuleta. He went 18 yards on just a little flare pass from his coach. First down and 10 for Douglas at their own 38. Wren in the gun. 4 receivers set. He'll go right up the middle. Big hole for Trey Wren. He's over midfield. And he nearly breaks it outside as Riverton will pull him down at the 46-yard line.
Took out the ref as well. So, powerful runner.
So 2 plays and already Douglas in Riverton territory. First down, Douglas. Wren in the gun. He'll come right side, pass it complete down to the 41 of Riverton. Second and 6 for Douglas. So nothing fancy here, but Douglas trying some pass plays against this Riverton defense. Here's Wren in the gun. 4 receiver set. 1 in motion, and we're going to get a false start on Douglas. That's going to be called on a Douglas lineman, number 64, Malachi Lennon, 5'10", 213-pound senior. So second and 10 as we move inside 2 minutes to play. 1:44 and counting. Wren in the gun, 4 receiver set. He's going to pass it down the right side, out of bounds, incomplete. And it'll go now to what is it, 3rd and 10?
3rd and 10.
All right, 3rd and 10. Wolverines looking to get off the field here and maybe get another opportunity inside 2 minutes.
That's one of those, that false start penalty is one of those momentum-killing penalties I was talking about earlier. See if Bearcats can respond here.
3rd and 10 for Douglas. 4 receivers set. Archuleta in front of Trey Wren. Wren will drop to pass. He'll throw it complete over the middle to Brody Wagner. It'll be a Douglas first down. All the way down to the 32. So Douglas moving the football. Clock running inside 1:20 seconds. And Wren barking out orders. 4 receivers set for Douglas. I'm guessing he's going to try to throw it left now, as Wren will roll to the left. He'll throw it over the middle, complete to Wagner, inside the 20 and down to the 15-yard line with 1:02 to play here in the first half. And the clock will continue to run for the Bearcats. Riverton now must defend the pass as Wren's completing passes now. There's a run by Wren up the middle. He's going to run untouched. Touchdown, Douglas. That run going to go as a 17-yard run for Trey Wren with 43 seconds to play in the first half. And boy, that's a huge boost for Douglas's momentum, as now Wren lines up to kick the PAT.
Blocked.
And the kick is, or the point after is blocked. Did you see who blocked it?
I did. It was Ty Sheets.
Ty Sheets with the block. So Riverton has some momentum after that touchdown. It's Riverton 10, Douglas 6. We'll be back with the kickoff as we're in the final minute of the first half on KTAK.
East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Kickoff down in the middle. It's going to be a nice return for Riverton. Busting it outside is Ty Sheets. He's up near the 45-yard line. And Riverton will have some good field position with 35.8 seconds to play here in the first half. And that was pure gold by Ty Sheets on that run.
Absolutely. Bounced it outside, had the blockers in front of him. Fantastic return.
35 seconds to play. Riverton with no timeouts. They used them all. So this quick hitting offense is going to have to move down the field quickly. Riverton with 5 receivers in the package. DeVries by himself in the backfield. 35 seconds to play in the first half. Here's DeVries. He'll drop. Short pass over the middle. Nick McIntosh inside the 45 down to the 44. It'll be a first down, and the clock will stop while they move the sticks. And it starts again, and DeVries will down the football with 25.6 seconds to play. So Riverton now with a couple shots at the end zone. They could potentially get 3-4 more plays, Baylor. Yep. And it would be huge to be able to get something out of this final drive.
You also have to remember that Riverton received the ball to begin the game, so points here would definitely be advantageous for Riverton.
Yeah, because the Bearcats will go on offense with the second half kickoff. 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at the 43 of the Douglas Bearcats. DeVries will roll right. He'll pass near the sidelines, and tackled out of bounds will be Nick McIntosh. Another first down for Riverton, right? Nope, gain of 9 on the play. It'll be second down.
Third down.
Third down and 1. So you can go downfield with this pass. Realistically, you want to get down around the 20-yard line for Hunter Saltzgaver to attempt a field goal. And they're at the 34. So DeVries will come out in the gun. Receivers will switch sides and then stay on the same side. 3 left, 2 right. DeVries with the pass. He'll hit Clay Sheets down it. It'll be a first down at the 28. 16 seconds to play in this one. Down to the 28-yard line. 16 seconds. Still time for the Wolverines.
Must have been able to get out of bounds there to stop the clock.
Yep, first down from the 28. DeVries will drop to pass. He'll look right, run right, and then throw the ball out of bounds. With 11 seconds to play in this first half. Realistically, Riverton with a chance to run maybe one more play and set up Hunter Saltzgaver.
That was a very smart play by Derek. Did not hold the ball too long, just got rid of it because nothing was there.
2nd and 10 for Riverton at the Douglas 28. They've been passing right a lot. Do they go back left? DeVries in the gun. He'll drop to pass. He's being rushed. DeVries going to run to the right and complete it.
Oh, they're going to say
with
incomplete.
3.5 seconds to play. Was it out of bounds? Oh, boy. Was it? It must have been. So incomplete pass.
We have a flag on the play as well.
That's going to hurt if it goes on Riverton. Referees are together talking things over. And we still don't have a call out there. 5 guys in a circle. They need to be playing Three Blind Mice or something. Beautiful night for football. It's 5, isn't it? All right, so we'll get a call here. A legal man downfield on Riverton. Now, how do you see that? Boy, that one's going to hurt. That's a 5-yard penalty.
They said that penalty was on Gattenmine. So must have had a wide receiver covering another wide receiver when they shouldn't have. Unfortunate.
3.5 seconds to play. This one's going to go for the end zone. 5 receivers in the set for Riverton. DeVries in the gun. He'll drop to pass. He'll throw toward the right end zone. It's up, and it nearly was pulled in on the play. That was No, it wasn't Nick McIntosh. It was Blake Gantenbein. And that'll end the first half. Great first half by the Wolverines. It's Riverton 10, Douglas 6. We'll be back with a halftime show. We'll have scores from around the state, and we'll break down this first half from Douglas on KTAK.
applied science degrees in early childhood education and organizational management and leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back to Bearcats Stadium in Douglas. Cody Beers, Baylor Beers, and at the half, it's Riverton 10, Douglas 6. This is no, it's not. We don't have the CWC halftime show anymore. It's the WYO Today halftime show. As you can see, the sun setting over the western sky with the American flag here at Bearcats Stadium waving. And what a beautiful night it is. It's chilly, but the Bearcat band, you'll be able to hear them in the background. We've got 10-6 ball game. The Wolverines up on the Bearcats, and Wolverines probably the key in this game as they've controlled much of the first half. They had the ball for an extremely long time. Only one drive by Douglas resulted in points, and that was a quick 6-play drive, I believe, something in there that led to a Trey Wren touchdown run. But for Riverton, they were nearly up 14-0 in this game, but then Hunter Saltzgaber came on and kicked a 22-yard field goal, which made it 10-0, and then that late Douglas score. Douglas will get the ball, Baylor, as we come out in the second half, and that's going to be huge.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be huge for our defense. We got to get a stop, especially on long third downs. I believe they converted a 3rd and 10 there, and then Douglas was able to get the momentum there and score on the next couple plays. So definitely need to come out strong and stop, force another 3 and out like they did earlier in the game on Douglas.
We've got some scores from around Wyoming. It's a big night in high school football, and maybe the biggest surprise of any score out there is occurring in Cody as Star Valley. Wow, they're putting on a whooping.
Yeah, Star Valley up on Cody 34-14. That game's in the third quarter. Elsewhere, Powell's up on Evanston 21-0. Jackson's up on Green River 9-0, and Rollins is up 13-0. And that Worland and Buffalo game just kicked off approximately 5 minutes ago.
Rollins 13, Lander 0 in that game. You didn't say Lander. That's all right.
Sorry.
4A scores, number 1 Sheridan. They're all over Kelly Walsh.
Yeah, 42-0. Sheridan over Kelly Walsh right now. Cheyenne East is over Cheyenne Central 14-10. The battle of the big Wyoming city there. Elsewhere, Nocona County up over Campbell County 16-6. Thunder Basin currently beating Laramie 27-6, and Rock Springs beating Cheyenne South 16-0.
All right. Do we have any scores from around the county? I know Lyman beat Thermopolis today, I believe.
Actually, that game currently in the third quarter.
Okay.
Lyman up though 38-6 against Thermopolis. And then we don't have any other scores in the county.
DuBois will play Casper Christian tomorrow at Natrona County High School in Casper. And, of course, Wind River with a big win last night over Grable. Wind River starting to make their case. It'll depend on how they do in the playoffs, but they might be playing in Laramie next month.
Yeah, I mean, they are dominating almost every game they play. So they've it's been fun to watch what they've been putting together over there.
This is the Halftime Show brought to you by WyoToday.com. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll go over the first half stats with Baylor Beers coming up on KTAK.
You expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
If your vehicle needs...
Welcome back. As you can see by this brand new scoreboard at Bearcats Stadium, the Wolverines 10 and Douglas 6. Douglas will get the football as we open the second half. But here's Baylor Bears with a look at those first half stats. And you know, the biggest stat I think all night long is Riverton had the ball 33 plays to 20 for Douglas.
Yeah, absolutely. Riverton certainly doubled up Douglas on time of possession there in the first half. For Douglas, Trey Wren's kind of been the highlight of the night for them. Passing the ball, he's 4 of 8 for 52 yards. He does have an interception. Running the ball, Trey Wren is 6 of 56, and he does have a touchdown. Elsewhere for rushing, Brody Wagner, 6 of 29. As a team, Douglas has 52 passing yards and 85 rushing yards. That equates to 137 total yards for Douglas. They have had one punt of 27 yards. They have 2 penalties for 10 yards, and they are 2 of 3 on third down, are the Douglas Bearcats. For Riverton, passing the ball, 113 yards passing, rushing 105 yards on the ground, which obviously is a massive improvement as the season has progressed. Derek DeVries, 9 of 15, passing for 113 yards. He also has an interception. On the ground, Derek DeVries has 12 rushes for 91 yards. That's a 7.6 average per rush, which is fantastic. He has a touchdown on the ground as well. Ty Sheets has 1 rush for -1 yard. Blake Gantenbein has 4 rushes for 16 yards. And Tyree Harris-Aragon, that 1 rush for -1 yards as well. Receiving, Ty Sheets, 2 receptions, no yards currently throughout the game. Nick McIntosh, 6 receptions for 106 yards. He's averaging 17.7 per reception. The only other reception in the game, Clay Sheets, 1 reception of 7 yards. Elsewhere, let's see. Riverton currently total yards, 218. They haven't punted the ball, and they have 3 penalties for 30 yards. Riverton is also 4 of 6 on 3rd down. So a fantastic offensive game so far for Riverton.
All right, those are your first half stats. We'll come back. We'll do a scoring roundup, and we'll look again at scores from around the state to see if we've got any new changes. This is Wolverine football. Douglas is trailing the Riverton Wolverines 10-6. We'll be right back with more of the halftime show brought to you by WyoToday.com.
Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back as the Douglas High School Marching Band performs here at halftime. Of course, next weekend in Casper on Saturday, it'll be the state marching band competition, which is always hugely attended throughout the state. And Douglas practicing its routine for next week. Of course, the Wolverines, the marching Wolverines will be able to practice their work the night before the state marching band competition when Buffalo comes to Wolverine Field next Friday. Scoring this one, Riverton 10, Douglas 6. The first drive of the game, well, it was 11 plays long for Riverton, a 69-yard drive capped off by Derek DeVries on a 2-yard touchdown run. Hunter Saltzgaver would kick the PAT at 5:49 to play in the first quarter. It was Riverton 7-0. Douglas would answer. They would drive down toward the end zone, but then Nick McIntosh would intercept a Trey Wren pass with 1:14 to play in the first quarter. What a big turnover that one was. And then Riverton took the next possession and drove the length of the field again, capped off by a 22-yard field goal with 2:47 to play in the second quarter, a 22-yard field goal by Hunter Saltzgaver. Actually, that Hunter Saltzgaver field goal was after DeVries had thrown a interception to stop a Riverton drive. But anyway, with 2:47 to play in the first half, Hunter Saltzgaver hit that 22-yard field goal. Douglas would drive right down the field after that field goal, trailing 10-0, and Trey Wren then would score on a 16-yard touchdown run. Blocking that kick was Ty Sheets on the PAT, and with 46 seconds to play, it was Riverton 10 and Douglas 6. Hey, I'd like to say thank you to Tyler Watson State Farm Insurance for sponsoring our scoreboard across the bottom of our broadcast, our live stream event, and it's Riverton 10, Douglas 6. Coming out to start the second half, Douglas will get the opening kick, and it'll be a key defensive turn for the Riverton Wolverines. This is Riverton football. Go Big Red on 93.9 KTAK.
Player of the game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's take and bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
Riverton Blowdoor.
Welcome back. 10-6 as we've got about 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go before this second half begins. Did want to go over a few scores of note. If you did not hear, in Class 4A, number 1 Sheridan 49, Kelly Walsh 0. Second quarter score, number 2 Cheyenne East 14, Cheyenne Central 10. Second quarter score, number 4 Natrona County 16. Number 3, Campbell County 6. Second quarter score, number 5, Thunder Basin 34, Laramie 6. And a second quarter score, Rock Springs 16 and Cheyenne South 0. In Class 3A, tonight Star Valley in the fourth quarter leading number 1 Cody. It's the number 2 Braves 35, Cody 14. Second quarter score, number 3 Powell 21, Evanston 7. Halftime Jackson 9, Green River 0, halftime 13 for Rollins, 0 for Lander, and we still don't have a score in the Whirland-Buffalo game. Of course, this score, Riverton 10, Douglas 6, as these teams now, with about a minute to go before we kick off and start the second half. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with a call of the second half. East 3A matchup between the two first-place teams on KTAK.
Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Hi, this is Tyler Watson, your local State Farm agent. I'm a proud sponsor of Wolverine Athletics and all of our student athletes here in Fremont County. Youth sports are a great way to build future skills that help our kids succeed in life. Teamwork, leadership, time management, and how to perform under pressure can all be learned on the field and in the gym. Good luck to each and every one of the student athletes. Go Big Red!
Tyler Watson State Farm, 618 East Washington Avenue in Riverton. Call 856-4118 or visit insuringriverton.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The Stock Dock is proud to serve all of Fremont County and surrounding areas. They are dedicated to providing the highest level of veterinarian medicine along with friendly and compassionate service. They service all pets of shapes and sizes between dogs and cows and cats and horses. They treat your animal like it's their own. The Stock Dock.
Welcome back as teams starting to take their places out there for the second half kickoff. That was a quick moving first half, Baylor. Not many passes, whole lot of runs, and just eat up the clock type offense.
Yeah, Riverton frequently, ran the clock down until that back judge raised his arm up to signify 10 seconds remaining on the play clock. That's what you do to grind down a defense, and it worked for Riverton. They had some long drives that resulted in the much needed 10 points in that 4-point lead right now.
Hunter Saltzgaber will tee it up. Douglas will have the first offensive possession of this second half. Saltzgaver approaches the ball, kicks it deep, right down the middle where it'll be fielded and ran into the end zone where it'll be a touchback. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Douglas at his 20-yard line. So nice kick by Saltzgaver, and was fielding that kick was Brody Wagner, the running back for this Bearcats team, and he just lost the ball off his hands and it fell in the end zone for the touchback. So the Riverton defense comes on the field, and Trey Wren will lead his Douglas Bearcats back out there. 1st and 10 at the 20 as we get underway here in the second half. Wren going to roll right and be chased down, and Caden Liebrecht with the sack back at the 15-yard line. And Liebrecht, the sophomore, all the way across the field and making the big sack. Loss of 5 on Douglas. 2nd and 15. And boy, you talk about a player that's coming on for the Wolverines, the big sophomore defensive end. Here's Wren in the gun. He'll drop to pass. He'll throw it short behind the receiver, incomplete. That pass intended for Trenton Pearson. And so the Wolverines in positive position here on defense. 3rd and 15 at the 15-yard line of Douglas. A big 3 and out here would go a long ways. Here's Wren in the gun. He'll roll left. And looking for someone to pass it to. Ryan Cox given shape, and it's complete for a Douglas first down up over the 30-yard line at the 32-yard line. Gain of 17 on the play, and that catch by Cash Tillard, 5'9", 162-pound junior for Douglas. Here's Wren. He'll roll right this time. Nowhere really to go. Cox will run him toward the sideline, and then Ryan Watson comes over and runs right into Wren. And the flag comes out again. And that's going to be another personal foul call on the Wolverines. I don't believe Ryan Watson did it on purpose. He was trying to slow down, and now he's trying to limp off some sort of ankle or knee issue. That's going to be a dead ball personal foul on Riverton. Same thing that happened in the first drive of the game. So that'll move the ball over midfield and down to the 47-yard line of Riverton.
It's the 4th penalty on the Wolverines.
45 yards?
45 yards. 2 big 15-yard penalties on the Wolverines.
Big penalty. So 1st and 10 for Douglas in Riverton territory. Handoff left side to Wagner. He'll be taken down after a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second and 6, Wren in the gun. He'll take off right side. He's got an open field. And is anybody going to catch him? Nope. It's going to be a touchdown, 43 yards for Trey Wren. And Douglas, with back-to-back scores, takes a 12-10 lead on the Riverton Wolverines with 10:30 to play in this third quarter. So Wren on for the PAT. Kick is good. And it's 13 for Douglas and 10 for the Wolverines. Back-to-back scores for the Douglas Bearcats on KTAK.
I, Matt Gordon from Fremont Chevy, would like to wish all teams this year good luck and bring back some championships to this county. If you need a new ride to get to and from those away games, stop down at 1401 North Federal Boulevard or call 307-851-3797 and let me help you get to the games. Your sales professional, Matt Gordon.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta.
Welcome back. 10:30 to play. In this third quarter, it'll be Riverton football. At least Riverton receiving the kick. Big run by Trey Wren. Riverton did not pursue very well, and Douglas made him pay on back-to-back drives. Wren with 2 touchdown runs here at the end of the first half and at the start of the third quarter, and he'll kick it off. And the kick will go deep and taken by Nick McIntosh. McIntosh goes right side over the 20, over the 30, 35, near the 40-yard line. And a great run back by Nick McIntosh. It'll be Riverton football. And, boy, I'm not sure what happened there, but Mark Lenhart coming out trying to talk to an official and not getting anywhere, but he was very upset over there on the sidelines. So 1st and 10 for Riverton.
Another decent return by
big run by Nick McIntosh. He got the ball at about the 5-yard line and finished up at the 41.
Both him and Ty Sheets with a nice return tonight.
So 1st and 10 for Riverton at their own 41. 5 receivers in the pattern. DeVries all by himself in the backfield. And DeVries with plenty of time to look for a receiver. He's going to take off running. He's over midfield, down to the 45, heads to the 40, now inside the 30, and out at the 25-yard line.
Wow.
Big run for Derek DeVries, 9, 19, 29,
34.
34-yard run for Derek DeVries, and he had all night to sit back there, and then he just took off running, and Douglas was a little out of sorts, and what a run it was. Now DeVries way up over 100 yards rushing in this one.
Yeah, at 125 yards on 13 attempts, that's performance in high school football.
1st and 10 for Riverton. And DeVries going to take off running again, running behind his blocks, and we're going to get a holding call on Riverton. And, boy, that came from the backside. And they're going to throw it in Riverton's backfield. Let's see what the call is. DeVries was tackled down at the 15-yard line. That back judge threw that flag a long ways. So that holding call going to go on Xavier Garcia of Riverton. A spot foul. Boy, right where he threw it. It's going to go all the way back to the 35-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 19, 20. 1st and 20.
I believe those hurt a little more because they're from the previous spot. Those holding calls.
So ball on the 35, 1st and 20 for Riverton. And DeVries will drop to pass. He's going to throw it right side, incomplete, in the neighborhood of Ty Sheets. And getting a decent rush that time was Tegan Seeds, the 6'1", 297-pound senior for Douglas.
Riverton doing a good job thus far protecting DeVries. Has a lot of time in the pocket.
2nd and 20 for Riverton. They would need to go from the 35 to the 15 for a first down. DeVries in the gun, 5 receivers set. He'll get signals. It's going to be a blitz up the middle. Carter Archuleta tried to get the blitz. DeVries will take off. He's going to be inside the 30 and down to about the 25-yard line.
Looks like there's a flag on the play right there at the end of the tackle.
We'll see what this call is. Officials get together, and they're talking things over. That was a gain of nearly 10 for Derek DeVries on 2nd and 20. A lot of talk over there. Riverton looks like it's going to be on Douglas, maybe. Boy, this is taking a while. 9:24 to play here in the third. Now we'll hear the call. It's going to go on Douglas. Personal foul. Looks like hit to the head by Cash Tillard, a 5'9", 162-pound junior. And it'll be a first down and 10 for the Wolverines, all the way down at the Douglas 13.
That was a huge boost for Riverton. Looking at a 3rd and 10, now a 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
So 13 yards away from regaining this lead, possibly, are the Wolverines. DeVries going to come out under center. Ty Sheets left. And Hunter Saltzgaver behind DeVries. It's going to be that little counter. And Douglas sniffs it out well. Brody Wagner held Sheets to maybe a 1-yard gain on the play. We'll see if they move the stick over there. They don't. No gain.
Douglas has done a good job defending that play thus far. Hasn't gained much.
2nd and 10 for Riverton. DeVries back out to make the call. Now Riverton shuffling more plays and more players in and out. 13-10 is the score. Riverton has responded to the opening drive by Douglas and has driven the length of the field. 2nd and 10. DeVries passes over the middle. It's going to be complete. Is it complete? No, they're going to say now incomplete as ball was knocked out by the defender. 3rd and 10 for Riverton. In field goal position of Hunter Saltzgaver at the 13.
Riverton, 4 of 6 on 3rd down. They've converted a few long ones too, so.
DeVries comes out, 3 receivers in the set. And DeVries in the gun. He'll drop to pass, roll right. He's being chased by Bearcats. He'll be forced to throw it away. With 7:59 to play in the third, and we're going to get a field goal attempt by sophomore Hunter Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver has become a weapon on this Riverton team. And this attempt will be from 30 yards. Nick McIntosh on the hold. Saltzgaver, an excellent soccer player. McIntosh will get it. They'll put it down. Saltzgaver's kick is up. It's no good. It went wide left. So the 30-yarder, not good. And Douglas will regain the football. 1st and 10, I believe, at its own 20. Kick was long enough. Just went left. 7:53 to play, 3rd quarter. 3-point game, and now another key defensive stand or possession by Riverton. We'll keep it here.
Looks like
the big lineman.
The big lineman's getting looked at. Tegan Seeds.
He's back in there.
Oh, okay.
He's right back out there.
Looks like he's maybe having issues with his knee braces. Just got to tape him up. So he's back in there.
1st and 10 for Douglas. And they'll take it over on their own 20 after that missed field goal. Here's Wren deep in the gun. Wren will roll right. And good pursuit. Brian Cox on that tackle. Also Aragon for Riverton after a gain of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 for Douglas. Wren will drop to pass. He'll throw complete over on the Douglas sideline. And the clock will keep running, where it'll be now 3rd and 2 for the Bearcats. They're going to go tempo as they come to the line. 3rd and 2. Wren in the gun. He'll stop. He'll look toward the sidelines, and we'll get players moving around. And now Wren comes under center, and he'll take the ball and move it forward near the 30. And they're going to mark it right at the 30, where it'll be a 1st down for the Douglas Bearcats. Nothing fancy, just running clock. And the Bearcats run it 3 times and get a 1st down. Wolverines still on defense. Wren in the gun. 1st and 10 at the 30. He'll throw left, complete to Archuleta. And we're going to get a hold on Douglas away from the play as number 9 for Douglas, Cash Tillard. That'll be his 2nd holding call. And it was a good-looking play ran by Douglas. I believe that's going to be a spot foul. Block in the back call. And so it will come back. About 10 yards from the end of the run. So it'll be 1st and 14 after that block in the back call. Wren in the gun. He'll drop to pass. Ryan Cox passes it over the middle, complete to Archuleta. And Ryan Watson will wrap him up for a short gain. Also in on the tackle, Talon Tolman and Caden Liebrecht. Halfway through the 3rd quarter, Douglas with a 3-point lead. 2nd and 10 for Douglas at the 30. 3 receivers right for the Bearcats. Wren will drop. He'll throw it over the middle, and it's going to be 2 hands in the back by Clay Sheets and a pass interference call, and that wasn't even catchable. It was way over Sheets, but he just pushed down the receiver. So that'll go for a 15-yard 1st down, I believe, against Riverton. That'll take the ball to the 45-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Douglas.
Wolverines punching themselves in the foot again. That's what they've done the last couple drives.
Penalties total now?
6 penalties for 70 yards on the Wolverines.
That's hurting as Douglas with 4 penalties in the ballgame. So 1st and 10 for Douglas. And Wren in the gun. Trey will take off running. He'll run into the middle, and Riverton wraps him up right at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle, Ryan Cox. Also in on that tackle, Talon Tolman. 2nd and 9 for Douglas.
Trey Wren now up over 100 yards rushing for Douglas.
4 receivers set for the Bearcats. Wren going to drop to pass. He's going to throw over the middle where it's going to be complete down inside the 40 of Riverton. And that tackle, or that pass complete to Trenton Pearson. Tackle by Jackson Larson, but another 1st down for Douglas, who's got this 3-point lead, and they've been moving in the second half on offense. Wren back in the gun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Wren will drop, pass goes left, and a gain of about 6 on the play, and tackled by Derek DeVries. That pass was complete to number 12, Nate Hallquist. 2nd and 5. So we're getting waved at by a young fan outside. 2nd and 5 at the Riverton 34. Here's Wren. He'll hand off straight up the middle, and it's going to be Carter Archuleta down to the 30-yard line where he's tackled about a half yard short of a 1st down. They're just going to line up and push the pile here. Wolverines need to push back. And now Wren will back up and get a call from his coach. Wolverine defense way back. Now we're going to get a pitch play to Wagner. He's going to get a 1st down over the 30, where he's taken down by Ryan Watson and Talon Tolman. But another Douglas 1st down with 4:03 to play in the 3rd. Inside the 30, 1st and 10 at the 28. Wren back in the gun. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Wren will come left. He'll throw it across the middle, incomplete. That pass incomplete, but good coverage that time by Blake Gantenbein. Pass intended for Cash Tillard. 2nd and 10 for the Bearcats at the Riverton 28. Wolverines getting tempoed here on this drive. Douglas not huddling, trying to keep the same defenders moving around on the field. Wren back in the shotgun. He'll roll left. He'll hand it off to Wagner. Wagner's going to get a short gain down to about the 26-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Bearcats. And this is a big 3rd down, maybe the biggest in this game for the Wolverines. 3:36 and counting in this one in the 3rd quarter. Douglas has dominated time of possession in this quarter. There's Wren in the gun. Wagner in motion. Wren will drop to pass. He'll roll right side, head toward the sideline. Ball's tipped, nearly intercepted by Aragon. That tip by Derek DeVries, and that'll force 4th and 8 now at the 28-yard line. Big defense by Riverton.
Absolutely. Before that, Douglas 4 of 5 on 3rd down, so only their 2nd missed 3rd down attempt.
When is it big to have Derek DeVries playing defense back in the secondary?
Absolutely.
3:15 to play in this 3rd quarter. 4th and 8 now at the Riverton 26. A 1st down could be made at the 18. Big play. Wren in the gun. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. He'll look right. He'll throw right, and it's going to be caught and incomplete. He dropped the ball. Incomplete, Riverton football. What a big hit by Ty Sheets on the play. He separated the player from the ball. And it'll be Riverton football holding the Douglas Bearcats short of a first down.
Wow.
That was as big a hit as you're going to see in high school football. The receiver on that play, Douglas's Trenton Pearson, had to go high to catch it. And Ty Sheets did what he was supposed to. He came in low and somersaulted Pearson to the ground where he dropped the football. Riverton football, 1st and 10 at their own 26. There's DeVries in the gun. He'll take off, run the football, and it'll be a short gain as Carter Archuleta got him right at the 25-yard line, where it'll be a loss of a yard on first down.
Riverton's first negative play since the first quarter.
So 2nd and 11 for Riverton at their own 25. It's getting chilly out there. We got hoods up. We got blankets on if we're in the crowd.
Seeing a few sleeping bags as well.
2nd and 11 at the 26. There's DeVries in the gun. McIntosh off his left shoulder. And the pass is going to be complete to Branson Saltzgaver. He'll be tackled just over the 30-yard line. And he was tackled by 3 different guys, led by Cash Tillard of Douglas.
Branson's first catch of the game. Goes for 6.
2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 3rd and 5 for Riverton. Big third down with 3 receivers left, 1 receiver right for the Wolverines. We're going to get a timeout taken by Riverton coach Mark Linhart. We'll go with it. 1:53 to play third quarter. It's Douglas 13, Riverton 10.
519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
I spend a lot of time driving in Wyoming, and if there's a common theme is that our roads are long and the towns are far apart. Most Wyomingites buckle their seatbelts, but still 20% do not.
Wyoming law dictates that every person in a vehicle must wear a seatbelt at all times. Seatbelts reduce the risk of death by 45% and reduce the risk of injury by 50% in all motor vehicle crashes.
I buckle up to secure my journey and to protect what matters most, my family. Our Yellowstone region.
Welcome back. We'll play that ad in its entirety in a few minutes. 3rd and 5 for Riverton. Derek DeVries will run left side. He'll break a tackle and make it out over to the 35. Or it'll be 4th and short for Riverton. And boy, I just think you got to go for it if you're the Wolverines. Derek DeVries bent over, grabbing his knees. He's going to have to come off the play, and will that create a punting situation for the Wolverines? He's getting the play. Riverton going for it on 4th and 1. This is big. It's going to probably be a quarterback sneak. So 4th and 1 inside a minute 10. DeVries pushes and he falls. And where did they marked it short? They did not give him forward progress. He got forward progress up near the 31, but they marked it at the 30.
Wow. His whole upper body fell across the 30-yard line, 35-yard line. And they marked it on the 35.
Yeah, it was he fell down about the 36-yard line and on second attempt, and
wow,
they marked him a yard back. So now Riverton, backs against the wall, have got to find a way to slow down this Douglas offense. Trey Wren, 4 receivers set. And he'll hand to Carter Archuleta. And the big man going to be wrestled down by Ryan Cox and also Aragon on the play. Inside 50 seconds to play in this third quarter. Good battle between Riverton and Douglas. That's the first chance that we've seen the Riverton coaches really take and go with their players there. And they just came up a bit short. Here's Wren under center. Second down at the 31. Wagner, he's going to have a first down. And he's going to go down inside the 25 and be wrestled down on the 22. So first and 10 for Douglas at the 22. Right now is when you got to dig deep in your heart if you're the Wolverines. They're going to get another playoff as my time's not right. We're inside 10 seconds. Wren under center. He's going to take that opportunity and hand it off. No, he'll come out left side. He'll pass it toward the end zone, and it's going to go incomplete, and we're going to get a pass interference on Nick McIntosh in the end zone after the third quarter ended. Mark Lenhart's asking for him to pick up the flag, and they'll get together and they'll talk about it. It was an uncatchable ball. Third quarter's over. We'll sort this out, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter of play after a break. This is Wolverine football on KTAK.
Drive with caution and buckle your seatbelt for you and your family's sake.
Remember, Wyoming, your safety is our priority. Please buckle up. Not only for your safety, but it's the law.
Quality in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County, with 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton. RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Welcome back. 13-10 ball game. That is going to go as an 11-yard penalty on Riverton. Sorry about that. So as we get ready for the fourth quarter of play, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Douglas at the Riverton 11-yard line. 13-10 ball game as we enter the fourth quarter of play here at Bearcats Stadium. Wren under center, 3 running backs in the motion. Here's Archuleta. He'll go right side. He's going to get inside the 5 where he'll be cut down by Derek DeVries. And it'll be 2nd and about 2 or 3 for a first down. Same lineup. They're putting the big man in the backfield in front of Carter Archuleta. That's 297-pound Tegan Seed. And they'll run right side. Wren's going to angle toward the goal line. He'll be pushed out on the 1. But it'll be 1st and goal now for Douglas. Nothing fancy in this offense. And they'll line it up the same in the tempo. Wren will hand it. Archuleta, he'll walk in. Touchdown, Douglas. One-yard run by Carter Archuleta gives Douglas a 19-10 lead with 11:23 to play in the ballgame. 3 straight scores by Douglas, starting with the final drive in the second quarter. And Wren on for the PAT. Kick is up. It's good. Nope. It went left. So Wren kick is not good. It's a 9-point advantage for Douglas. Riverton has work to do on the road in Converse County. We'll be back after a break on KTAK.
In DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes. B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Service Plumbing in Riverton serves all of Fremont County for both new construction and repairs. For a bid on your next plumbing project, bring your plans to Service Plumbing, 201 Webwood Road in Riverton. Service Plumbing, proud to support our Fremont County athletes.
Welcome back. 11:23 to play. 19-10 advantage for Douglas. It'll be Riverton football here, receiving the kick. And we're going to get a little knuckleball down underneath, picked up by Ty Sheets. He'll go straight up the middle and out near the 40-yard line where he'll be tackled. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Wolverines.
They definitely tried to kick it in a way that he wouldn't be able to get the ball, but he somehow managed to get it, still returned it almost to the 40-yard line.
So 11:16 to play. A lot of time left for this Riverton quick score offense.
Wolverines with a lot of unforced errors. 7 penalties for 81 yards.
Yeah, and some of those have been big ones, 10, 15-yarders. A couple late hits over here on the Douglas sidelines. DeVries will drop to pass. He'll throw it long over the middle. Nick McIntosh is open, and it's complete all the way down to the 25 of Douglas.
37-yard catch for Nick McIntosh.
So big pass on first down coming out of this quick one, and now Riverton needs to move the ball, and they've got to score now. First and 10 at the 25 of Douglas. There's DeVries. He'll drop to pass. Looking over the middle. Got a lot of time. He'll take off. DeVries inside the 20, down near the 12-yard line. It's going to go as a gain of about 12 yards on first down. So 2 plays for the Wolverines, and already they're well inside the red zone. First and 10 at the 13 of Douglas. Actually, the 14 of Douglas.
And Derek DeVries is such a weapon. Scrambled there and juked out the middle linebacker who was his QB spy. Picked up 11 yards.
First and 10 for the Wolverines at the 14 of Douglas. There's DeVries. He'll run left side. Carter Archuleta will follow DeVries and take him down for a short gain of about a yard on the play. Man, I don't know what I'm doing here, but it's actually 19-10 on the scoreboard.
And don't make it any easier for Douglas.
9:54 to play and running. DeVries over getting the play from his coach. Second and 9 at that 13-yard line. What has Riverton got here? 9:30 and counting. Still plenty of time. DeVries will roll left. He'll pass low and incomplete. That pass intended for Ty Sheets. Third now. You'd think if Riverton can't punch it in, they'll kick the field goal, which would narrow that 9-point lead to 6. 3rd and 9 at the 13. One receiver left side. Pitch to Gantenbein. He'll throw it back to DeVries. DeVries going to walk in. Touchdown, Riverton on the throwback. Pitch right side to Gantenbein. Back to DeVries for a 13-yard touchdown. Wow. Coach pulled that one out of the playbook. Touchdown, Riverton. 19-16 now. As coming on for the PAT, Hunter Saltzgaver. Places down, kick is on the way. Kick is good, and it's 19 for Douglas, 17 for Riverton. What a play call by Coach Mark Lenhart. We'll be back on KTAK.
Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
Do you need a midday pick-me-up? Lander Coffee Company serves delicious, fresh roasted coffee, tea, and other drinks. Come to think of it, why not start your day with their quick, healthy breakfasts? Like one of their famous acai bowls, or maybe a breakfast burrito. Just need a quick snack? They got you. Stop by, fuel up, and enjoy at 1255 Main Street in Lander at the Lander Coffee Company.
.381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
If you're planning...
Welcome back. What a play and what a drive that was by the Riverton offense. Throwback. Pitch right to Gantenbein. Throwback to DeVries. DeVries runs it in. Saltzgaver PAT, and now he kicks it off. He'll kick it short where it's received and going left side. Riverton trying to get some sort of hit, and they get a big one.
Wow. By
Clay Sheets on the returner. That returner for Douglas, number 3, Jarrett Jones. And the tackle by Clay Sheets. A big layout variety. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for Douglas at its own 24. 9:12 to play in this ball game. 2-point game.
Riverton,
Let's get some scores coming in from 3A maybe.
Riverton's got to limit the unforced errors here. Get a 3 and out, get the ball back, go down and score. Star Valley beats Cody 41-14.
All right.
In that game.
1st and 10 for Douglas. Wren in the gun. And he'll take it himself. Head left side. We had a block in the back. No call. Wren's off to, oh boy, and he almost broke it. Jackson Larson saved a touchdown after Wren runs 17 yards to the 43. And Ty Sheets said, I got blocked in the back, and the side judge says no, but boy, you could see it right down here at about the 37.
Oh, yeah.
First and 10 for Douglas. Wren under center. He'll hand it off to Wagner, straight up the middle. Big run for Brody Wagner out right at midfield, or it'll be 2nd and 3 for Douglas.
Wagner's a big, strong back for Douglas, averaging 5 yards a carry. Definitely difficult to take down.
2nd and 3 at midfield. Wren in the gun. He'll hand it off to Carter Archuleta. Archuletta's going to get a 1st down and more as he runs over Talon Tolman, and Tolman is down on the ground on his back. That run all the way down to the 35 of Riverton, and Talon Tolman's in some pain. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll go with it. 8:23 to play. on KTAK. Oh, no, we'll keep it here. That was actually Aragon. Excuse me. Tyree Harris Aragon, who was down on his back. And Aragon will leave the field. Key defender on this team. So 1st and 10 for Douglas at the Riverton 36. And again, a big play needed. As now we're closing in on 8 minutes to play. Wren in the shotgun. 3 receivers set. He'll hand off straight up the middle. And a tackle going to be made inside the 35 at about the 33-yard line. Or it'll be 2nd and 6 for Douglas. They're going to say 2nd and 7 at the 33. Clock continuing to run. Still plenty of time to play. 3 receivers set. Wagner in the backfield with Wren. Wagner going to get the handoff. He'll run left side this time and be taken down by 2 different Wolverines, Talon Tolman and Zarek Prosser on that tackle. It'll be 3rd and a long 2 for Douglas. 19-17 ball game, and right now Riverton needs a stop and they need the ball back so they can drive on their own. Start a drive on their own at least. 3rd and 2. Archuleta offset in the eye. Wagner in the eye. Wren will drop. Wren's going to cut right, throw it long, incomplete. And they took a big chance on that play. Now it's 4th and 3. Good defense over there on the right side by Nick McIntosh. Also Jackson Larson on the coverage.
Wow.
So now 4th and 3 at the 29, and what a big play right now for the Wolverines.
Douglas picking up around 6 yards per carry. Kind of shocked they went with the pass there.
6:32 to play.
Obviously looking for the run here if you're the Wolverine defense.
Good chance it'll be Carter Archuleta, but Wren deep in the gun. 3 receivers set, in motion. They're going to Wren's going to keep it, and he's going to have a 1st down and more. Inside the 10-yard line goes Trey Wren on 4th and 3, and that one hurt. Now Douglas deep in the red zone will have a 1st and goal with 6:21 to play. Clock is running, and Douglas just going to get in the huddle and run some more clock.
Douglas now up over 225 yards rushing.
Classic Douglas Riverton game here. First and goal for Douglas. Full house backfield for the Bearcats. Running clock. Wren under center. He'll hand off to Archuleta. Archuleta's going to go right, cut back left. He'll be inside the 5. Riverton trying to strip the ball, but he'll hold on. And it'll be close to another 1st down. Looks like 2nd and short for the Bearcats.
Archuleta has to come off, lost his helmet on that play. Looks like.
Winding down toward 5 minutes before this ball will be snapped. Maybe looking for a prayer. Riverton got to try to find a way to stop this stacked eye that Douglas brings out. And now it's a shotgun by Trey Wren. 3 receivers set, timeout taken by the Bearcats. 4:46 to play, we'll go with it. Douglas 19, Riverton 17.
Than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Aragon back out on the field for the Wolverines. 4:48 to play. Stacked eye for Douglas. Second and short. Trey Wren under center. He'll hand off to Archuleta. And he's going to be stopped short of a touchdown. Near the goal line is Archuleta. And it's going to be first down. It looks like inside the 1.
Archuleta sure runs hard. Takes a lot of Wolverines to get him on the ground.
So first and goal for Douglas. Looks like at the 1 yard line. They'll stack the eye, the Douglas Bearcats, in no hurry at all. Clock running. Now near 4:10 to play. Here's Wren. He'll hand off to Archuleta. Archuleta in, 1 yard, touchdown Douglas. So Douglas answers Riverton's touchdown with a touchdown of their own. 4:01 to play. And it's 25-17. This is a big PAT kick.
Absolutely.
And I believe you'll see Douglas go for 2 on this. .401 to go. Douglas coming out in the stacked eye. They'll go for 2. Big play coming up. Wren under center. Stacked eye. Wren he'll come right. Riverton in pursuit. He'll throw. And it's going to be incomplete. And that keeps Riverton within 8 and gives the Wolverines something to celebrate with 4:01 to play. It's Douglas 25. Riverton 17. We'll be back with a kickoff on KTAK.
In Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back. 25-17 as Riverton comes out to receive the kickoff. Here's some scores from around Wyoming.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Star Valley defeats Cody 41-14. In the third quarter, Powell's up on Evanston 30-14. In the fourth quarter, Jackson's beating Green River 23-6. Another fourth quarter score, Rollins is up on Lander 13-0. And then in the second quarter, Buffalo is beating Worland 22-0.
All right, 4:01 to play as Wren tees it up and gets ready to kick it off to Nick McIntosh and Ty Sheets. Here's Wren's kick. It'll be a knuckleball down, picked up by Sheets. Sheets up over the 20, the 25, and he'll be ripped down at about the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Wolverines. 3:55 to play. Trailing by 8, 25-17. Wolverines got to try to put together a drive here in the final 4 minutes of play. So DeVries will bring out his team. 4 receivers set, 2 right, 2 left for Riverton. And DeVries will stop the pass. He'll pass it down. It's going to be complete at the 36-yard line. That pass complete to Ty Sheets on the play. 2nd and 2 for the Wolverines. No hurry. Riverton just needs to move the ball downfield and do its job.
Obviously, every area on the field now is 4-down territory.
No doubt. 3 receivers for Riverton. DeVries in the gun. He'll drop the pass. Derek going to throw it long down the right side. Wide open. Nick McIntosh complete on the 30. They had a hold of the helmet. Tackled him by the helmet. No call. 1st and 10 for Riverton with 3:05 to play. All the way to the 25.
44-yard catch for McIntosh.
44-yard completion from Derek DeVries to Nick McIntosh, and a tackle by the back of the helmet.
Crazy.
Should have been another 15. No call.
Absolutely crazy.
Clock continues to run. Inside 3 minutes. DeVries in the gun. 5 receivers set. Derek will take off running. And a fumble is caused by the play. The big man for Douglas got his hands on it. Tegan Seeds rips the ball away from Derek DeVries. And Douglas recovers with 2:26 to play in the ball game. And we're talking big-time frustration for the Wolverine quarterback. Riverton had driven in 3 plays all the way down to near the 20. And the big man, Tegan Seeds, forced the fumble. And now Riverton's going to have to try to force a turnover as Douglas runs clock.
The Wolverines do have 2 timeouts. Potentially could get the ball back with about 30 to 40 seconds on the clock if they were to stop them here from getting a first down.
Douglas football, 1st and 10. We'll get a handoff to Wagner. And he'll be wrestled. Oh, fumble! And it's Riverton's ball. Guess who? Derek DeVries covers it. Wolverine football with 2:19 to play.
Holy cow.
Wow. What a game.
Talk about the most demoralizing and the most re-energizing play by one player. Derek DeVries re-fired up.
He went from high to low to high again. 1st down, Riverton. We'll keep it here. Wolverine football at the 26-yard line of Douglas with 2:19 to play. 1st down, Wolverines. What a turn of events here. Wow.
That's why you never give up hope.
Never do. DeVries back in the gun with 4 receivers. 1st down and 10 for the Wolverines. Tolman in motion. DeVries will throw left, complete to Ty Sheets. He'll cut inside, gain of about 6 on the play, where it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Wolverines. 2:05 and counting here in regulation. Riverton's got to score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion to tie this game. 2nd and 4 for the Wolverines. DeVries will stop to pass. He'll throw it way over on the right. Pass is broken up on Jackson Larson. A big tackle by Douglas, incomplete. 3rd and 4 for the Wolverines, right at the 20. They've got to go to the 16 for a first down.
Have 2 plays to do it.
Plenty of time. You want to do it now if you're the Wolverines. DeVries looking left toward his coaches. Lenhart calls the play. DeVries in the gun. He'll take off running, and he can go nowhere. He'll be tackled right at the 20, no gain, and they sniffed that one out. And the tackle back behind the line of scrimmage, Dominic Hernandez. So 4th down and 4. 4th down and 4 for the Wolverines. Timeout Riverton. 1:35 to play. We'll go with it on KTAK.
Including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Welcome back. 1:40 to play officially. Wolverines take a timeout. And they've got to gain 4 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. Do we dare say it? The biggest offensive play of the season coming up for the Wolverines. 1:40 to play. Douglas fans on their feet. DeVries in the gun. Saltzgaver in motion. Pass across the middle, incomplete. Pass intended for Ty Sheets. And the Douglas defense holds, and that pass just a bit high from DeVries. Sheets was open. And Douglas holds on 4th down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats with 1:36 to play, and Riverton down to 1 timeout.
Well, got to do it again.
Need a turnover.
Turnover.
Riverton needs a turnover, and you know, if you're Douglas, I think you take a knee.
Probably.
I would. Bearcats come out in the full house backfield. Wren under center. He'll hand it off to Archuleta. Archuleta will be taken down quickly, and Riverton will take a timeout with 1:30 to play. Not sure how many, can they down it 3 times and be done? Or do they have to get a first down to run it out?
They'd have to get a first down, run off 40 seconds per play. There'd be 10 seconds left.
Yeah, so potentially Riverton could get it back with 1 play if they just down it here 3 times. Jay Rhodes talking things over with Trey Wren and the Douglas offense, and of course the Riverton defense, which played a great game tonight. They are surrounding their coach, Mark Lenhart, over there on the sidelines. Fans starting to pack it up and getting ready to head for home as they believe the Bearcats have secured this victory. 1:30 to play. 2nd down and 9 for Douglas. Clock starts. Wren around the left side. And Riverton will tackle Wren. And I know he was just trying to run around and force time to run off. So it'll be 3rd down now as the clock winds its way toward 1 minute to play. Riverton's got to stop them here to have a shot at getting the ball back. This is a kind of loss that hurts, but boy, it gives the entire community something to hope for in the future. This is a battling bunch of Wolverines, Baylor.
Absolutely. The amount of improvement from week 1 to, what are we now, week 5?
Week 6.
Week 6, they look like a completely different football team here.
Timeout taken by Jay Rhodes with 40 seconds to play. Taking their second timeout. We'll keep it here.
I think he ran around long enough that looks like this, all they have to do is down it.
It would seem like it. 40.4 seconds to play. Coach, I'm sure, talking about what a great game they played over there, and one more chance. I don't have what you need, bud.
It's in the press box. You got to go up to the second floor.
Come in the door.
Yep.
Douglas will come out. They'll line up. 3rd and 7 at the 23, and they're just going to down it as Trey Wren will take a knee. And the clock winds now inside 40 seconds. That's going to do it. What a battle. These teams fought hard, and Douglas just scored more in that second half. They would get a touchdown at the end of the first half, and then they would score in this second half 3 times on Riverton. And Riverton only able to score 1 touchdown in that second half. Final score in this one, Douglas takes over first place in the East 3A Conference with a 25-17 win over Riverton. But it was a battle here at Bearcats Stadium. We'll be back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show coming up next on KTAK.
Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a...
Welcome back. Click It or Ticket postgame show. And I'm going to bring it up. Lander will lose tonight, 19-0 to Rollins. That one just went final over on KFCW, and a call by Sean O'Brate and Ernie Over. This game tonight, 25-17. What a battle it was. Riverton just couldn't get the ball back in the end one more time. They drove inside the red zone and had a 4th down opportunity to possibly give them an opportunity to go for 2, Baylor, and just came up short on that 4th down pass from Derek DeVries to Ty Sheets.
Yeah, absolutely. Riverton fought till the end there. I mean, even when we were basically down and out, Derek DeVries and the rest of the Riverton Wolverines continued to put in the effort, were able to come up with that fumble and give themselves a chance there as the game ended. But can't stress enough how improved this Riverton Wolverines team is, even through 7 weeks of football, 7 games of football. So be proud to be from Riverton, be proud to be a Riverton Wolverine tonight.
Yeah, it was nip and tuck down. It seemed like in that second half, every play had drama attached to it. Let's go over some final scores as we wait for Riverton coach Mark Linhart to join us here on the postgame.
Yeah, like we said, that final score in Cody, Star Valley 41, Cody 14. Jackson is beating Green River 23-6. These are 4th quarter scores. Rollins did beat Lander 19-0. I believe that was a final score. And then at halftime, Buffalo is beating Worland 22-0. That's in 3A. In 4A, these are all 4th quarter scores. Sheridan over Kelly Walsh 56-8 right now. Cheyenne East 38, Cheyenne Central 10. Natrona County 23, Campbell County 14. Thunder Basin 37, Laramie 16. And then Rock Springs 50, Cheyenne South 0. Those are your Class 4A scores. Let's see some final scores in 2A. Tongue River beat Burns 41-6. Mountain View beat Lovell 36-28. That was a number 1 versus a number 3. Lyman beat Thermopolis 38-12.
All right, we got Coach Mark Linhart joining us here, and Coach, that's a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, it was a good football game. Unfortunately, we just didn't make enough plays down the stretch, and some of that's on me. I gotta, coming into this game, we thought we had to score 35 points to win, and we didn't have to do that. And we just didn't capitalize on a couple situations that, when you don't have much room for error, you got to make it happen, and we didn't. But we made a lot of plays tonight. We did a lot of good things, but at the end of the day, just didn't get enough done, and we made some mental errors that, in the run game in the second half that I really can't explain. I mean, we struggled running against a 4-man box at times, and but that's a team that you're gonna sound like a broken record. They make them take the weight room seriously here, and the truth is, a lot of our older guys have not, and it showed late in the game when they were able to just kind of run us over, and so, but that's going to change. Proud of the way our kids fought. The effort was not an issue. I mean, they battled and scratched and clawed. It's just tough to lose, and it's just, kind of raw and fresh right now. But you hate moral victories, but if you would have told the people in Riverton that this would have been a chance to tie the game at the end of the game on Douglas's home field after losing 51-7 to pretty much the same kids last year, I'd say we've come a long way. And so if people are listening in Riverton, get your kid playing football. This is a great thing to be a part of. We're coming. Like Coach Prime says, we're going to be there soon. But we got to get tougher. We got to be more physical. I love being that team that can dominate in the 4th quarter physically and not rely on throwing the football. And so, but definitely not an ounce for our kids to feel sad about. And we can still accomplish a goal next week against Buffalo and see if we can push this thing into a 3-way tie. But, again, DeVries, what a game tonight. He's a ball player. We've got guys who are fighting, scratching, clawing. We made a turnover in the red zone. We got another turnover down here. So there definitely was no lack of effort and try, but they just played a little better than we did in the second half. But I don't think anybody in our program, coaches, players, anyone should hang their head other than me, because I just got to call a better game to give ourselves a chance to score more points.
You went for it twice on fourth down, missed both times, but very makeable opportunities. I like it, Coach.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, we came to win, right? And there's the old adage in football that if you can't get a yard, you don't deserve to win. And do I wish I would have called something different than quarterback sneak there? Yeah, but we've gotten a lot of those this year too. I think that's the first one we've been stopped on. So tip your cap to them. They're big. They're physical kids. But anytime you lose a close game, there isn't a coach in the world that doesn't second guess some of the things that they did, or because it just feels more magnified. But proud of our guys, and our kids shouldn't hang their head, and we just got to go back and try and get a little bit better. But we're, like I said, we put a lot of sophomores out there tonight. We got a lot of young kids playing, and against some old teams. And I know, look at a kid like Caden Liebricht, right? Like, they ran at him quite a bit tonight, but in 2 years, nobody's running at him. You know what I mean? He's going to get bigger and stronger, more aware, and just more confident. He's a 15-year-old kid out there playing against 18-year-olds. I mean, it's hard to do. And so
big hits by Clay Sheets out there tonight.
Clay made some big plays. Blake came in and played pretty well for the most part. We just had a couple mental errors, but that's what sophomores do sometimes. But it definitely isn't a lack of effort, and those kids have come a long way, and they're getting better. And, I think that, the plan was to go a little more to Nick tonight. We thought that he had a little bit better of the matchup of the two when they were, rotating their other corner over to Ty. And so proud of our guys. But like I said, it was a good ball game. It was fun. Wish we could have won the game, because you don't know how many times in your career you're going to have a quarterback like Derek DeVries, who can do everything. Yeah. And so the kids fought and were tough. And Tyree came back in the game after being hurt. And 42, big, strong kid. This kid dominates everybody on the wrestling mat, the Archuleta kid, right. And he's just a junior, so we'll have to deal with him again. But I think there was a lot of good things, and we did some good stuff, and hopefully we can just continue to get better.
It was a weird game because you guys controlled the first half clock, they controlled the second half. You guys never punted the football all night long. It was just a game that was just long drives all night.
It was just back and forth, right? And so it was a fist fight, and it just you hate to say it, but in the red zone they made more plays than we did.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That really comes down to something that simple. I mean, they scored touchdowns. We had to kick 2 field goals. We made one. We missed one. And then at the end of the half, Blake told me he could have caught that one, but that's a tough play. But you just didn't make quite enough plays, and tonight you got to make them, and that is what it is. But proud of our kids. It is definitely isn't due to a lack of effort and try, and they should hold their heads high.
Coach, we'll see you next week. Hey, great ball game. It was a fun one to call.
Yep, thanks a bunch, Cody. Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Mark Linhart here on the post game. They're right next. Final score in Star Valley just pounded Cody tonight. Pounded them. This is your post game show. We'll be back with final stats on our play of the game and our player of the game. I'm Cody Beers. He's Baylor Beers, and this is the post game show. Brought to you by Click It or Ticket on KTAK.
What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit nreca.org.
From the wide open...
Welcome back. There's a lot of happy stats for River tonight. The only sad stat tonight is that Riverton lost the game 25-17, but it was a great battle on senior night here in Douglas, and here's Baylor Bears with some final stats.
Yeah, so first for Douglas, passing the ball, they had 99 yards through the air, 245 yards on the ground. That equates to 344 total yards. Some individuals, Trey Wren, kind of the man of the night, I guess, for Douglas. He was 10 of 18 for 99 yards through the air, 15 rushes for 142 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Elsewhere, Brody Wagner, 13 rushes for 59 yards. And then Carter Archuleta, that big back, 9 carries for 44 yards and 2 touchdowns himself. Douglas ends with an average 6.6 yards per carry. Elsewhere, 1 punt, 27 yards. That was back in the first half. They had 4 penalties that were accepted for 32 yards. They had that 1 fumble that was recovered by Riverton. They were 4 of 8 on third down and 0 for 2 on fourth downs. Moving to Riverton stats, like you said, a great offensive showing for Riverton. 394 total yards, 227 through the air, 167 on the ground. Derek DeVries, he was 14 of 25 for 214 yards. He did have 1 interception. Blake Gantenbein did throw 1 pass for 13 yards for a touchdown back to Derek DeVries. On the ground, Derek DeVries, 21 rushes, 153 yards. That's a 7.3 yards per carry average. He did have 1 touchdown on the ground. Other carries, Ty Sheets had 2 carries for -1 yard. Blake Gantenbein, 4 carries for 16 yards. And Tyree Harris-Aragon had that 1 carry for -1 yard. Receiving, Ty Sheets had 4 catches on 8 targets for 14 yards. Nick McIntosh, 8 catches on 8 targets for 187 yards. Branson Saltzgaver, 1 catch for 6 yards. Derek DeVries, like I said, 1 catch for 13 and a touchdown. And then Clay Sheets, 1 catch for 7 yards. Elsewhere, no punts for Riverton. We had 7 penalties for 81 yards. 1 fumble that was lost, 4 of 9 on third down, and 0 for 2 on fourth down as well for the Wolverines.
All right, those are your final stats, and probably one of the biggest ones, those penalties on Riverton, 7 for 81 yards. Those aided a couple of those scoring drives for the Douglas Cats tonight. So final score in this one, Douglas 25, Riverton 17. Our Gatorade player of the game, well, it's going to be an easy one tonight because it involved the future quarterback of the Wolverines and the current quarterback of the Wolverines. It was a drive in the fourth quarter that Riverton went on and facing a long play, 13 yards out. It was third down. Derek DeVries would pitch to Blake Gantenbein going to the right. Gantenbein would stop. DeVries would go out for a pass on the throwback, and it was a 13-yard touchdown. That is our Gatorade player of the game. Blake Gantenbein with the throwback touchdown pass to his own quarterback, Derek DeVries. And the PAT kick actually cut that lead at the time to 19-17, but then Douglas came back and ate up the clock and scored on a drive of their own with 4:01 to play to go up 25-17. Our player of the game tonight, it's really difficult not to give it to Derek DeVries, but Nick McIntosh tonight was just incredible. Give us his stat line again, Baylor.
Yeah, he had 8 targets, 8 receptions, and 187 yards. That's a 23.4 yard per catch average.
He literally caught everything that was thrown at him tonight, short, mid-range, and deep. He had 2 long receptions. What were those?
He actually had 3 long receptions. One was 47 yards, one was 37 yards, and another of 44 yards there at the end of the game.
Just amazing performance tonight by senior Nick McIntosh. He is our Papa Murphy's player of the game, so congratulations to Nick McIntosh and to all the Wolverines. I mean, if you could give out about 20 player of the game tonight, you'd give it. The line was outstanding. The offense was good. Riverton's defense amazingly did a good job against the run tonight. They've grown so much as a team, folks. I'm telling you, this Wolverines team, I love Coach Linhart when he says, listen to Coach Prime. He says, listen to him because the Wolverines are coming. He said that on the post game. I just absolutely believe it, and it was a blast to be out here tonight. You had some final thoughts?
I just think, Wolverine Nation, if I can call you that, don't give up hope. Don't have your head down. I mean, the Wolverines started slow, but I mean, it's like Coach said, it's going to be a slowly improving curve as the season progressed and into future seasons. And surely I think they're ahead of the curve. So there's a lot to be proud of if you're a Wolverine fan tonight. Yes, we didn't come out with the win, but a lot of progress has been made. And it's at the right time going into the last 2 weeks of the regular season.
We'll be back Friday night next week as the Buffalo Bison come to town. And the Wolverines really do have a shot. If they could beat the Bison, it would force a 3-team tie and then a possible coin flip. And I'm not sure how that works, but thanks, Coach. But a lot still to play for. There's a chance of getting a home playoff game, and there's still a chance at possibly getting a conference championship or a tie for a conference championship next week at Wolverine Field. So a lot to play for. Hey, thumbs up on what's going on with this program. A lot of work to do still, but a great coaching staff and a dedicated community that wants to see a Riverton Wolverine winner. And I think with this guy leading the show, we're going to get there. And, he was as optimistic after a game as he could be tonight, even though you could just tell that he's already thinking about some of the plays he called as he's walking across the field toward the Riverton fans. He's still thinking about it, got his head down and wondering, what did I do wrong tonight? Well, you didn't do anything wrong tonight, Coach, and the Wolverines nearly pulled off what I would consider a major upset in Douglas tonight, which would have sent them into first place in the conference. So one more time, Riverton comes up short. It's Douglas 25, Riverton 17. For Baylor Beers, I'm Cody Beers. For Katie in the studio, thank you much. And we're going to get out of here. Drive safe, everyone. And, tomorrow night from Laramie, a big one on national TV. It's on Fox nationally, Wyoming and Fresno State. And the over-under on that thing's 43 points. I'm going to say it's going to be in the 50s total score. And Wyoming is going to give it all they've got against the Fresno State Bulldogs. I'll be there. Baylor will be there. And we'll be cheering on the Pokes. So go Pokes, go Big Red. Have a wonderful Wyoming weekend, everyone.
Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.